All right. Hey, the intro went off without an issue, knock on wood. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Rolls of Fate. Last time, our adventurers were heading up north towards Castle Drakemore to deal with some bandits. Along the way, they decided to pick up some actual supplies to make their undercover guys legit, and towards the end of the last session, they actually sprung the trap. Or so the bandits think they sprung the trap on them, and now this trap is being sprung back on them. With that, we're going to dive right back into this. We came to a sudden halt as a tree fell down in front of the front carriage with Silvar. Pull up the map here to get everybody on the same page. Make sure everybody's there. You guys notice that off to the sides, the woods are darkened. It's because it's so thick that it's, without perception checks, you won't be able to see farther in.
Okay.
As the tree fell on the last one, the head guy stood forward and told you that he's going to be taking these here supplies. Our hero, Belzeron, who fell forward out of the rear carriage and happened to vanish without a trace. By the way, Bells, I need a stealth roll for me, please.
You got it.
At plus 10 due to the staff.
I was like, where's my guy? And then I realized we changed his last name.
That's right, Sanchez. 17 plus 10, so 27. Okay. Good to know.
God. I just want to be so drunk and yet so stealthy.
I was about to say, as soon as the two stopped, I was probably going to stealth too, since I was waiting in the back of my carriage for him to come back so we can finish talking.
Unfortunately, Servask, as the carriage lurches forward, and no one's driving it currently because Bells was driving the carriage.
No, I was.
not.
Oh, you were?
making
Oh, well, you were moved in the back for some reason then. There.
Why
Because
would
I'm
you
Yeah,
have that
because
one
he
guy?
stepped in the back.
Oh, got it. That's
Yeah,
right.
the
That's
driver
right.
was
We
holding
had
the
maintain
reins.
control in the carriage.
That's right. That's right. When we came to stop you in the back. So, with that, Silvar, you are currently up front, staring face to face with this bandit captain, as you hear a loud crash come from behind the carriage.
Okay, so the crash
you.
is behind me. It's not in front of me.
No, there's another crash from
Okay.
behind.
Okay.
Oh god. More
Okay,
trees.
there's two. Multiple. Did you already put up the battle map, or you're just describing the situation that's
Battle
happening?
map's already up.
Okay, it's not loaded for me. Hold on. I might need a refresh.
Make sure you're looking at the right place.
I know, DA.
No, I'm looking at the opening, like, Rolls of Fate screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you should be already moved over.
At this point, Caldaka is on his way.
Yep.
He's on the way.
Only 16 rounds away.
I'd figure maybe Kaldak would be like 6 to 8 rounds away.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want him half a mile, but yeah.
Yeah.
He,
We'll go ahead and say he's 7 rounds away. Just it's in between the 6 and the 8.
okay.
Make that a
Good.
little. He's a little less than a minute back. With his movement, he'll be able to get up here in about 7 rounds. Now, how far does your telepathic link go?
A mile.
Then, yeah, he's within that mile. So as soon as this hits, he knows to bolt and double his movement. So, with that, Silvar, do you have your combat map up yet?
Nope. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trust that. Roughly, how far is the guy away from me?
You got the horse in front of you. In front of the horse directly is the tree, and he's 10 foot. There's 5 feet in between him and the tree, and there's 2 thugs next to him.
So he is roughly like 25, 30 feet away from me.
He is 20 foot away from you exactly.
20 feet away from me exactly. Okay. How close was my raven to me during this entire
On your
this thing?
shoulder.
Like when the tree fell? He was on my shoulder. Okay.
Yep. And if you give me 1
do you,
second,
do you have an
I'll
icon
hook you
for
up.
my raven, or?
Give me 1 second, I'll hook you up because you're having some
Okay,
technical
sweet.
difficulties.
Oh, good. It's not even like I tried refreshing the page. It's not working. I might have to close it and open it back up. But
Sending you a picture over Discord
oh, I mean that works. Yeah.
of the battle map. And I guess that's what we'll just have to do and play it by that until you can get things. I
Yeah, I'm
moved
trying to get it all
C4
together.
to B5. Old school
Basically,
across.
That's what's happening right now.
Hit.
So currently, however, the two thugs on the side have their weapons drawn. His weapon's drawn and it's on fire. And he just stated that I'll be taking these supplies from you.
Okay.
There's no
Okay.
hostility movement or anything yet. There's no roll of initiative, no surprise attack. As you can kind of gather that these thugs aren't expecting armed guards. Even though you do have some weapons and stuff on you, they're kind of calculating bells.
Free to position then, right?
No,
Since
you're
it's
not
not
free to
initiative?
position. There's a reason why you're not free to position.
Because
First in the moment this happens, that guy says that, you hit the ground, and you spend that 6 seconds to use your staff.
I fell on it though.
Yeah, you
Okay.
fell on it.
So is my Raven on the thing now? On the battle map?
No, I've not put your Raven on the battle map. Give me
Okay.
1 second.
You're raving the way.
And I know it's kind of like out in the open, but would it be at all possible for me to attempt to sleight of hand my earring and talk to Drazaha real quick? Because he just like pulled up in front of us, but I want
I
to
mean,
try.
Can't
that.
we? Can we? All of us would have heard the tree drop.
Yeah, you all
and
heard the
sudden
tree drop.
lurch.
Okay.
I
okay.
do not know where your Raven's at.
Yeah, this battle map is not fucking opening. So what I'm gonna do is
You go ahead and
close
reboot it,
down.
and I will try to
Yeah.
find your Raven for you.
I got it on the second screen right now, so I'm good.
Your Raven?
But I have to fix it
Okay.
on my main screen. No, I have to fix the Roll20 on the main screen, so you're gonna lose my camera for a little bit.
But you got the Raven.
I put that Raven.
Let me
Okay.
see.
Well,
Use
he
that-
had one, and I don't know where it's at. And if he
Okay, I
doesn't
see it
have
now.
if he doesn't have access to it because he can look through his Raven's eyes as well.
Don't mind me. I'm just moving my character real quick to see if I can select the Raven. No, I can't select it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
fine.
Jordan's Raven. So you go ahead and
Oh, okay.
see if can you move your stuff around now? Yeah, 1 second. I got this.
I can access like this general stuff, but
Duplicate, save. Watch this. We got this. Copy of the Raven.
this thing's even taking like forever to close. Hold on, I'm just gonna shut it down real fast.
Silvaris. Save changes. Now it has sight. Go if I remember correctly. Raven gives you has 60 foot on its own, but doubles yours, correct?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay.
That
Let me
open.
double check this battle map real quick because I was having some technical issues. Remove Jordan's form. Then you should be able
Wow.
to control that one. And then I should be able to go back up to here.
Hey, question. What was the name of the mage kids that's with us? Because my sleepy brain can't remember.
Roderick.
Okay, I knew it started with an R, but I couldn't remember what it was for the life of me.
You've been hitting the stout a little too much, huh?
Yeah, the stout's really been affecting him. Which reminds me, you brought
said Bells rolled off the main road when he jumped out and then sneaked.
Bell said that he landed on his staff and cast it,
I
and that
fell
was the
out.
end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
fell
he
out.
fell out. Okay, I thought you rolled off the main road.
There
No.
are a series of things and events currently happening that can't allow him just to move randomly into spots, and I'll get with
Right.
that in one moment. The first initial reaction is from you because you're up in the front lead. You're the one that saw this happen. Your initial reaction goes off, then everybody else gets to take their actions.
Okay.
But I need to fix
Okay.
this.
Then if you remember what the bandit first said after, like before we left, because I forgot what he said to me.
So they'll be taking the carts.
I'll be taking.
That's all he said.
I'll be taking these supplies. And that's where we ended the game, and that's where we're picking back up, was your reaction to his words of, I'll be taking that.
Okay, sweet.
So, you got your raven on your shoulder.
Yep.
What are you doing?
First thing, I can't even fucking use him. What happened? You gave me the option to select him, right?
You should be able to.
Is he under there? No, he's not. I
hang
saw
on.
a second raven that was actually labeled raven, but now it's not there.
Hang on a second.
That was mine.
Oh, okay. Then I saw 2 ravens at one point. It's fine. Because I wanted
There.
to send him off into the...
Check. Try it now.
Sweet copy of raven. Yep, there it is. Awesome.
Alright, we'll rename it later.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
you
could have
said,
swore we already
the
did all
only
this.
reason why it's dark on the sides is because
The trees are so thick that it's going to take perception checks to see back into certain areas. Because with the woods along the road aren't too bad, but between the brush and the tree trunks and the way everything's growing, it thickens up. And there's so many trees that populate the forest, heading deeper in it. It would be almost considered through rough terrain, but it's not.
But in terms of vision,
In terms of vision, yeah. So unless you physically step into it, it won't open up, or you make perception checks, and it'll only be in certain areas it'll open up.
All right. I'm assuming this dude directly in front of me was the one that said I'll be taking those things.
Yep, he's the one with the flaming scimitar.
Sweet. I'm gonna grab my earring then really fast and say, "Are you guys all good?"
Bells fell out of the wagon. I don't really know where he went. Otherwise, doing okay. Yeah.
I'm like waiting for replies from everyone else. If no one else replies, then I'm gonna would that be a bonus action for me to just talk to them real quick when I said that?
You hear
It's
from Bells.
like a free action.
Okay.
You hear Roderick's voice. Yeah, I'm good. Just let me know what you need me to do.
All right. Just be ready.
Okay. Bells, with this
Yeah.
communication that's going on, you land, and over in this direction is where you want to head. I need a perception check from you.
While he does that, I'm actually going to communicate with, both telepathically at the same time as through the headphones, the earpiece, and I'm just going to say, I've seen this tactic before. That there's about a 98% chance that we're surrounded, and at the same time, I'm telepathically communicating with Kaldaka to please be aware that most likely we are surrounded. Hurry
I
up.
like the 2% bluff chances.
Hey, they can bluff. That's a thing.
Yeah, it's true, but
Bullshitting.
This is true. This is true.
It's a team of 4.
Yo, Mikey.
Congratulations, buddy.
What was that?
That was his bachelor's degree.
Oh, man.
oh, nice, dude.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Okay.
He's a learning man.
Oh,
Well, I guess it wasn't a bluff.
filling it up.
Jordan, you are privy to this information, and nobody else.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Mikey
Just
Dad says,
hang-
hey.
Tell Dad I said hey.
And with that, Jordan, they have not noticed you.
Well, I'd hope not.
Oh, actually, I need to make check. I made their stealth checks. I need to make their perception checks against you. So give me one moment. I found out a new cool little trick with these characters. I used to drag and drop the whole sheets onto another thing, but I found out if you open the title bar, you double click them, it turns them to little tiny, like ghost tabs, and you can double click and it enlarges them again.
Oh,
Sweet.
That's what I've been doing with all my stuff.
Let's see here. Perception. Yeah, no, they weren't expecting anybody to go stealth or anything. They're just watching that. So, Jordan, you land right here, and you are pretty much invisible. Where are you heading?
Oh, well, if I see these guys, I'm going to come drunken master somebody.
When the tree fell back over here, these two guys kind of looked back over here like it startled them. So they had their little crossbow out, and they heard that, and they looked over just completely startled, which gives you your window of opportunity to go do as you wish.
Do I know if anything's over here?
No, because you were intending on moving this way, so that's the way you were facing.
All right, am I limited to movement?
Whatever your movement
Or
is,
not
yes.
Initiative? Okay.
Because these two main things happened at the same time. They're coming to alerts. You hit the ground. They're talking, and you kind of look up and see these guys right here. You realize this is the ambushed point, and you already went basically invisible with your stealth. So now you're responding to that. And then you get right next to him as he turns around and aims back at the caravans with their heavy crossbows, and they did not notice you go by.
Ow.
So, with that, Sylvar, you said everybody's there. Drazahar, you communicated. What is everybody else doing?
I was probably gonna jump out of the carriage and hit the ground too, and go south.
Which way? And out the back or out the front?
Out the back, because I'm closer to the back.
All right, so you're going to
towards
drop
the
right
opposite
here.
way.
I need a stealth roll from you, please.
If he did that simultaneously as I jumped out or before I moved, he gets a +10 to stealth. Because
Actually,
he was within 30 feet of me.
We're all 30 feet.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, from one
because
to
they
another.
were within 30 feet, he gets it, but not. He didn't do it at the same time. He was just, within 30 feet. Because you lurched, because you were already on the edge of it, and you were drunkenly fell. And he chose to get out because of all the stuff that's going on. But he's within the 30 feet, so he'd have the +10, so he's got a 26.
God, this drunk bells is so much more fucking meta.
They are watching that, so... Savas, you managed to slip your way out of the back of the carriage, hit the ground, and within the commotion of the tree falling, the thugs looking at one another, waiting for the command to open fire, looking that there's only one robed figure on the back carriage, nobody in the front carriage, in the middle carriage, excuse me, and one person in the front carriage. They're thinking this is going to be an easy haul. You hit the ground right behind the carriage. Where would you like to go?
I'm going in the opposite direction.
All right, I
So
need a
over
perception
here,
check
close
from
to
you,
the-
please.
Perception.
Nice.
And with that... Okay, beautiful. You notice two more thugs over here.
Okay.
And you wanted to move
Yep.
right there?
Actually, no. I want to move around to here if I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more
That's
perception
what
check,
this-
please. Brings you into another line of sight with a possibility.
Perception.
Oh, yeah, I doubt he's going to get a good stealth roll other than that. Yeah. And with that, you found yourself another thug waiting over here. Because it's, just 4 of them there.
Yeah. Do they all look like they have just normal weapons? and stuff like that?
Yeah, they don't look like they have. I mean, they're not superheroes like you guys are or anything. These are just straight up bandits.
And was I able to see if they were wearing any jewelry or anything like that? Something that might be giving them an extra buff or something?
Not that you could tell off the quick hand. You got out of the carriage, noticed where they were, and that's pretty much. Now, if you went extra and you want to spend the time looking to see if they got jewelry on to, steal from them, then that's your prerogative.
Okay.
So, with that, Drazaha, are you staying in the back or what?
I am indeed staying in the back.
Okay, Roland.
Going to be the best Jack in the Box.
I mean, I'm gonna do what my character would do, and walk out front next to Roderick and be like, "What seems to be the holdup?"
You say that, and
Friend or
over
foe?
in this direction, you see two people with crossbows aimed at you, and then you hear two voices from over here that say, "Sit down, put your hands in front of you, and your life will be spared. We're here for the supplies, not for you."
All right, I'll play along.
Do I hear those voices also?
I got Roland frozen on my screen like.
Yeah, I haven't.
I'll reconnect real quick.
Oh, that shit's great. That shit was
I
so
hear
great.
those voices come from that direction too now, Jimmy, correct?
You heard there's voices coming from behind you, to the left of the rear caravan,
Okay.
and to the right of the rear caravan.
Okay.
I'll play along for now, and I'll sit down next to Roderick,
Okay.
and I'll cross my arms and put one up against my head so I can hold the earring and say, "Just say when."
All right, and with that, Silvar, another one to your right, and another one to your left, comes out from the hidings.
Oh, they come out from hiding. Okay. I kind of want to see what the captain is doing. Is he making his way toward the carriage, or are his minions moving their way closer?
Minions move their way a bit closer.
Okay.
As a disembodied voice, I'm just gonna, from the back of the carriage, say, like, in a really deep voice, be like, "Boy, this is a mistake."
Bandit
like,
Captain
out loud?
steps a little bit closer.
Yeah, no, that was out loud, and
Yeah.
like it was kind of booming.
You're like,
Right,
"Boy,
right
this is a
when,
mistake."
The captain starts stepping forward. I grab my earring, and I say to the group, "Holy shit, guys! There's a bear, and I'm gonna get stabbed." And then I throw my dagger at the guys. I throw my dagger at the bandit captain.
In reaction to throwing the dagger, I need you to roll initiative.
All right.
Let's get it on. Everybody roll initiative.
We've been joking about that since season 1. I want to just let you know that. I don't know if Jimmy knew about that, but we were like, man, we need we need a code word that we're going to say. Oh, yeah, we know what it is. It's going to be this.
Oh. I've been stabbed by a bear.
Holy shit, guys, there's a bear and I'm going to get stabbed. And oh, man. Oh, finally, all this updated. Thank God.
Whoops.
Okay, now I can see everything.
I opened Spotify on accident.
So yeah, I'm using Death's Talon, and I don't think he expected me to throw the...
Oh.
You're welcome, bud.
There we go.
Oh, Jimmy, did you give me access to the Raven? Because he goes on a separate turn, or if you want, he can just go on my turn so it's easier to manage.
You should have access to him.
Would
Okay.
that count as a round?
Rolling initiative?
No, before initiative, where we were all determined, and before that
It
all
was-
started, I told Kaldaka to come.
It was technically a surprise round, and that right there would cause Kaldaka's reaction. So for a round to get here, yes, that would count as one round for Kaldaka.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
I doubt this will last that long, but okay.
Make sure I got my little notes out because we gonna need them.
It's gonna be done before Kaldaka gets here.
All right,
I
so
never got Challenger's not here anymore to kill everyone. It's one fireball.
No.
Along with the horses and the carriage and burn all the supplies.
Just throws fireballs everywhere. Quickens another one. All right.
So, as it would have it, with the initiatives rolled, with combat about to ensue. Silvar at the top throws his dagger first.
Okay, so that I didn't get the surprise off after I like went like this and threw the dagger off.
Basically, that's how the initiative made it happen. So since it is
Okay.
technically the top of the round, you get your critical if you hit.
Sweet.
Because he has not taken an action yet.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead here with Death's Talon. And hopefully do something. 29.
Get back on here. 29 hits.
Alright, sweet. No poison, that's just piercing. That's also sneak attack. God, I have like this whole list of all these other things now. Alright, sneak attack. And that is twice. Because he got critted as well. Oh, that sucked, man. And then the damage is 2 extra d4. So I'm just roll the extra 2d4. 7. Alright, yeah, it kind of evens it out. So that is
40 damage.
40 points of damage at the captain.
You throw your dagger, and as you throw your dagger into him, clips him right above where the heart would be. You just barely missed his heart. As he hit, oh, get him! And with that, you hear chanting from over here, Silvar.
Chanting? Okay. When I hear the chanting, I want to send the raven off in that direction. And I believe my raven has 60 feet of movement.
Yep.
Okay, so he's gonna go here and fly in the face of the guy that's chanting to try and like catch him off focus. But I want him to use basically the help action here to like get in his grill and keep him distracted.
Okay.
Is that at all possible?
I'm gonna say it's not within the rules, but I'll
It
do
makes
something.
sense that it would be.
I'll do something here.
Because he's technically a familiar, not a like regular raven. But...
Yeah.
Like I'm more of trying to have
Hello, I
him use
clicked
the
it.
help action in order to
There we go.
help me out on this next attack.
All right. Yeah, for your attack wise, it helps you out by distracting, but it doesn't stop
Yeah.
them or give them a disadvantage for attacking you.
Right. No, I wasn't trying to put him at disadvantage. I was
Okay.
using that as descriptor words.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm having him get in there.
Wow, that's really loud for the music.
That's better.
So is that your attack? You're done?
Oh no. That was the first attack. Second attack, I'm going to click the dagger of venom, pull it out from my back pocket, and chuck it at that guy.
Which guy?
The mage that my raven's next to.
All right. With your advantage at it?
Yep, 27 with 9 piercing, and I think it's just a regular D4 for poison on that, so I forgot to put that on there. So I'll just roll a quick D4.
27 does hit.
Okay. And then I'm going to throw my lightning dagger as my last move. This is not the right one. This is melee. There it is. And then 25 hits. It is 10 piercing.
25 hit. That's on the wizard again?
Mage. The last two are the mage.
Got it.
So that is 11 damage. Well, 9 piercing, 2 poison. 9 piercing, 2 poison from the venom dagger, and then 10 piercing from the lightning dagger. And everything comes back.
All right. So with that, throwing 2 daggers at him, you see the mage gets hit. He reaches up to grab the daggers, and they disappear. And at first, there's a little confusion as he looks at you, recognizing the magics. And he chants a spell. And disappears.
Bastard.
What a nerd.
Well, In all honesty, that kind of saved you from taking a lightning bolt, so.
Yeah.
Roland, you're up.
Just to make sure, these guys all right here are out of hiding, correct?
Yes, everybody that you can currently see is out of hiding, moving forward to gather a hold of the supplies.
Cool. I'm gonna turn to Roderick real quick and be like, remember, we don't have to kill them. Also, don't die.
He says, right, we're trying to arrest them, right? I mean, how are we doing this? I'm confused,
Right.
because...
Watch this.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I'm gonna cast the 5th level hold person, and I'm gonna cast it on all 4 of these guys right here.
Oh, shit, man! All right, what is the saving throw that I need to make for these gentlemen?
It's gonna be a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Oh, for those 4 guys?
Yeah, for these 4 all right here.
Are you sure you want to get those 4 guys?
I'm positive.
You sure?
Yep, all 4 of these guys. Right.
He made it.
So 1 passed.
So...
3 of them are paralyzed.
Don't need to open that up. And they get a save every round, correct?
At the end of their turn. Yes. And then I'm going to hop down in front of this guy, and I'm going to shield bash him. But I'm going to non-lethal shield bash him. Because, I don't want to kill him.
All you got to state, is if you go to kill someone, you hit someone and they fall, you can either state that you don't want to kill them, so the blow stops, or you could spend a round to use healing to stabilize them.
Gotcha. Just checking.
Otherwise, they do bleed out and eventually die.
28.
Oh, Roderick's initiative. Good call.
Oh yeah, thank you.
28 for 12.
Because I could have swore I already rolled. $28 for 12.
Yes.
Ding. All right. You jump down and he's got the crossbow and he's ready to fire it at you, and you just get down and wham! You hit him with a surge of energy of divine light.
And that's my turn.
Drazaha.
Okay, so this will be simple. I'm going to then get out around
I
here.
probably should have grabbed the earring and told everyone that we don't have to kill him.
On this guy right here, I'm going to cast the command spell, and I'm just going to say, surrender.
Which guy?
The captain.
The captain. The one that I was watching from the back.
What
I
is
just said
the
surrender.
save?
So this
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw DC 17.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
You say surrender, and he's just looking around. He goes, Paladin. And he sheaths his scimitar. He's like, I yield. His turn will now be wasted this round. Bells, unless Drazaha has another action he wants to do.
Yeah, I would like to, what's everybody else's reaction to it? Well, this guy's paralyzed.
Yeah, these 3 are paralyzed.
The 3 guys next to you on the left are paralyzed.
Yeah. So what are the other guys' reactions?
These guys up here, they're getting ready to fire. I mean, their reaction's firing. So what he's currently saying, he didn't bark orders or anything. He said in a voice to you, focused on you because the magics of your command. He literally just said, I surrender. Put his sword away.
I'm gonna come over here, jump over that, and I am going to then...
This little spot right here is considered 10 foot of movement to clear it, because it is rough terrain.
Okay, so that was there. Then...
So it's 25 foot, so that's 30 foot movement you need. If you have 30, you make it.
Yeah, I got
Depending
30.
on if you're weighted down or not.
I'm not encumbered.
Excellent.
Oh, and then this guy right here, immediately to my left, I am going to shove backwards 10 feet. Or no, I'm gonna knock him prone. Fuck that shit. Strength versus strength to dexterity. Ugh.
Ha!
I guess you made it.
Barely made it.
Yeah, barely. All right. That ends your turn?
Yep, that'll end my turn.
All right, Bells, you're up.
Okay.
So it means count that as 1 round closer.
Donna.
Donna.
Bonus action.
Donna.
Shillelagh.
Bells transforms into a shark and bites this guy.
Fucking wombo combo from behind.
Smacks. That hits for 12.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Do I get sneak attack bonus?
Huh? No, no sneak attack.
Take some levels in rogue and yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I get a coup de grace since this guy had no idea he was here?
No,
Fucking
because he still has hit
fucking
points.
Drag him into the woods.
All right.
Get over it.
Is that your turn, Bells?
My neck of the woods.
Yep.
Servask, you're up. You're muted.
I want to use my 30 movement to get up here. Then I want to use a dash action to move another 30
Uh-huh.
to right there. And then with the mage hand that I still have activated, I want to try to get that sword out of the captain's sheath.
How much does a scimitar weigh? Anybody know off the top of their head?
7 pounds, I believe.
If that's the case, you'll tug at it, but it won't come out, because Mage Hand is only 5 pounds?
Mage hand is 10 pounds.
Is it 10 pounds?
Let me double check.
Yeah, someone double
unless you
check
got your
that. I'll
book
double
open
check the
already.
weight on the scimitar.
Yep, 10 pounds.
Oh, and it's 3 pounds, so 5 pounds would have worked
Oh,
too.
3 pounds. Perfect.
All right.
So you're good.
You use the Mage Hand and shink. You basically pull the sword up and start to pull it away from him. And that would be your turn. And then it goes to the thug's turn. Sweet Mother Mary. Alright, Drazah, this guy spends half his movement standing up.
No,
No,
he
he
didn't
was
get knocked down.
standing. Yeah, he
Oh.
didn't get
He was
knocked down.
standing still.
Oh yeah, that's right. He takes a 5-foot step away from you. Please go ahead and get your attack of opportunity on him.
Ouch.
Okie dokie.
Oh god.
Oof.
Oof.
That hit.
The damage on that though. 9.
It's 11.
11.
11. Oh yeah.
So
Radiant.
far, I've done the most damage.
Fires at you. Misses. Throws down his heavy crossbow. Steps back into melee. And
This is again.
misses again.
It just
I just like to imagine that both of those just hit my shield, and I'm just like, what are you
Is it
trying to
s-
accomplish?
Is it switching weapons a action itself, though?
No.
no free action.
It's free action.
Reaction.
Servask.
Unless it was a two-handed.
I don't know.
Does he see me?
Yeah, because he was stealth. He had-
You're
stealth
no
and
longer
then
stealth when you
and-
dash.
Oh yeah, you dashed.
You dashed. You don't stealth when you run. You move at a normal movement. When you double your movement or use a dash ability,
Oh, okay, I did not know that. Where does it say that in PH?
do not remember off the top of my head.
I'll tell you.
I do remember you can only move
Wait,
your
that-
like you can move your base movement when you're stealthed, but if you dash, you're technically running when you take the dash action.
Which is what allows you to get that extra movement in that moment is bolting.
Can't double your movement and stealth.
But like if you used your action to dash and then used your bonus action to stealth, you would have been fine, and then used your movement. But you used your bonus action to cast Mage Hand.
No, I had mage hand cast it already.
Oh, you did. So it just moved with you. So technically, if you did that combo, it would have still worked.
Mage Hand, when you cast it, it has a movement of its own. It's not your movement.
Oh, so it would.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be way behind you had you
Yeah,
done
moving
that.
with you.
To move it
Oh,
with
that's-
you. My understanding was you moved, you dashed as a bonus action because dash is a bonus action, and then you used your main action to cast Mage Hand, grab the scimitar, and lift it.
Yeah, since I didn't actually technically have a main action that time. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do
So-
it that way.
Was that verbal? Mage Hand verbal at all?
Mage hand, I believe isn't.
Because if not, I'm going to put a
that's
couple
my
arrows into Silvar. Sorry, Silvar.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm technically the only one that's up here, and this other guy just tried to hit draws and clearly didn't work. So I mean, I'm the next target. Oh man.
All right, well, you find that out real quick. I need to pull up another beast because I need some information.
Sorry, Silvar. It's okay.
Okay, good to know.
See, told you auto host doesn't fucking work sometimes.
So with that, Silvar,
Yes.
on you, my friend.
Oh, it did work.
AC 18, AC 16?
Miss.
Excellent.
Who shot those?
These two over here?
This one? Oh, okay.
No.
We're still trying to figure out it.
Yeah, so I just went ahead and had him shoot at Silvar.
Oh, those two. Got it. Okay.
Makes sense.
This guy right here fires at the horse.
Oh,
What a dick.
which horse did he fire at? The one in the back carriage? Because I would like to think mine would kind of have cover and obstruction.
This guy right here fired at this horse right here and killed it.
Damn it.
Now we're gonna have to pay for a horse.
These
What
two,
does that horse have? Because horses can get shot with a bunch of arrows and still be alive.
13 hit points is what they have with a 10
Yeah.
AC. No, they can't get shot with a bunch. A war horse can, not a typical riding horse or pack horse.
Yeah, these are regular horses.
These two thugs down here on Roland. One shoots its crossbow at you. AC 23.
Actually, it hits.
All right, then you take 13 points of damage, 6 piercing and 7 poison.
Half for poison, because I'm
Okay,
a dwarf.
so you take 3 because everything is always rounded down. And the thug on you and melee is swings with his short sword. Holy
Wow, what is
for
up with
proud of
these
you.
guys?
12 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage total, and that's already halved.
Okie dokie.
Then this thug went, this guy went. Done. Roderick's turn. You hear Roderick.
In the discussion of fairness, I need a save from those three guys to see if they're still paralyzed.
Touche. That
So
was wisdom,
DC
right?
17.
Whose dogs are
Yeah.
dying?
That's my dog. She's barking at people.
I hope she's okay. I'm worried.
Yeah, she's fine. She just doesn't like people.
What the fuck is these crits, dude?
Right?
I know.
All right.
Loaded dice.
Roderick,
Loaded dice,
following
yeah.
by your example, looks down and he yells, "Look out!" as he chants a spell, and you hear the clap of thunder as crackle of lightning shoots past you.
Oh shit.
And I need a thug to save.
Which thug is he hitting? The one next to Roland?
This one right here.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Not the one that's literally
No.
right in front
Yeah.
of
He
me.
failed.
That's
Takes
like-
30 damage. Holy crap, that was a lot. When the light,
I want to be just like him.
as soon as you hear the crackling, you look over and you see where the lightning hit. You see the thug like face is all blackened from the electricity that just flowed through him. And Roderick's like, he didn't fall.
He didn't fall.
Bandit captain shakes his head. How long does that last? Because it's one round. Is it this round or is it until your round?
I'm assuming it's until
The
Jabba
target
has.
must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command.
Until its next
Follow
turn.
the command on its. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, the wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. So technically the scimitar would have been in his hand because now's the time that he actually surrenders.
Got it.
So we'd say, just for shits and giggles, that the grabbing the
Now
scimitar
he's
was a
surrendering,
delayed
then the scimitar
reaction.
gets pulled.
And then, so now he's surrendered.
Okay.
And his arms are out like this towards you, Drazaha.
Perfect.
With that, it is Silvar's turn. Top of the round. Kaldaka is now a total of 2 rounds closer.
I'm going to use, I don't know if it takes a bonus action, but again, I'm going to, or if it's a free action still, grab the earring, and I'm going to say to everyone, but Servask, there was a mage in your area. He used invisibility. I lost sight of him, but I hit him twice with the dagger. See if you can, he should be bleeding. See if you can see any trace of that over there. And I'm going to,
Silvar combined him.
I'm
You hear
going
nothing
to
back from Servask.
jump off this. Well, actually, the thugs are still attacking us, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the
Captain.
so the captain has surrendered. Okay. But you just told me to combine him, correct? How far is that? Lose 10 feet of movement here. Moving this way 5. Okay, I could technically get on this side. I'm waiting for Tom to type. I'm assuming, Tom, you said something I didn't hear you.
I need to start carrying manacles.
Oh, right, he does
Yeah.
have the earpiece in. Thank you.
He didn't
I
want
forgot about
one.
that.
He's too good for it.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
my
I'll-
exact phrasing was, I believe I want to earn it.
Yep.
Right. I guess I would have shouted it to Servask then. And would it take an action for me to tie somebody up, Jimmy?
It would be an action to restrain somebody with a rope. It would be a sleight of hand check.
Okay. To see if he could break out of it. Then I'm
Yeah,
going
that would be the
to-
equivalent to a rope use check in 3.5.
Okay. I'm gonna go here then, next to the bandit captain.
Do you
Pull
have
out
rope?
My, I guess like 5 feet of rope from my bag of holding and cut it off with my dagger. So I'm gonna pull out roughly like 5 feet, cut it
Okay.
out, and then bind the guy.
All right.
You
Make
said
a
a
roll.
sleight of hand check.
Yes, please.
Sleight of hand.
26. Good to go. Got that information.
Okay.
You bind him up
And
nice and
then-
tight. He had his hands out towards Drazaha like this, so now his hands are bound from, say, elbow up to his wrist. So he basically has to stand like this, because if he puts his hands down, it overstretches his elbows.
Sweet. And then with that, since the thugs are still fighting us, I'm going to throw Death's Talon at the guy in between myself and Servask.
All right.
Well, actually, he doesn't know Servask is there, so I wouldn't get my sneak attack anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I already said it. I'm throwing it at that guy. Do. Death's Talon. $31 for 12.
Woo! And that's on this guy, correct?
Yeah, the one in between
Yes.
Servask and myself. And that was my bonus action toss.
All right.
After I used the action to tie the guy up.
With
And I have
that,
to mark off rope.
at the end of your turn.
The mage reappears.
Did he?
Nope.
Oh, I was gonna say I couldn't see because I couldn't see. I wasn't looking at that section of the map. Like, are you serious? Mark off.
Really?
There it is.
Whoa, don't need that.
5.
Alright, so is it my turn now?
No, actually, it's not.
Okay. Can't believe they killed the fucking horse. What a douchebag.
Burn the supplies? He's a terrible bandit.
Let's see here. Why is that not
Where did he-
showing up? Aura 1C, everybody should see it, but it's not.
I'll see it.
I don't see it yet. No.
Where'd you put it?
Why is it not? Fireball got
Also-
centered right here. But you guys should be able to see it, so I have no understanding.
Where? I didn't see
Centered where? I didn't see where you.
Right here.
You're in the right layer.
Ah!
Yeah. keep pinging.
Ah, good call, thank you.
Ah, that is great. Okay, that is
Okay.
sweet.
Yep. There's the
I was
fireball.
gonna ask Jimmy, but I guess it's already too late because he threw the fireball. But when the mage had gone invisible to perception check with
Uh-huh.
the raven, but since it's invisible,
It would be
I
at
don't
a
think I would be able
disadvantage
to see
anyways.
it. Okay, would it be a straight roll because I get advantage on perception with the raven?
With the fact that of what it is, you would have to tell me if you're looking, what area you're specifically looking in.
Got it.
Because if it was... He cast a greater invisibility.
Oh, okay.
So if it was just like invisibility, then you might be able to, like,
okay.
but greater invisibility, yeah.
Okay, cool.
+5, so that's 19.
Was the DC on there? Not. I
don't
will
know.
tell you what it is.
Why are they killing the horses?
DC 15, by the way.
It's gonna be really hard to haul that stuff without
The,
horses.
the horse gets a +10 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
also,
They
Jaws,
have
can't you
13.
impose your shield? Can't you impose your shield to make it a fourth damage instead of half?
If
No,
it's
yeah,
on me,
horse.
if I succeed, it's nothing. I just succeed dexterity saving throws.
Yeah. So, everybody within that area needs a saving throw. I see Drazaha Silvars. I need one from Servask.
And one
And all
from
the thugs.
all those people.
Yep.
Then the horse gets a +5, but it doesn't matter because he's gonna be dead anyways.
So, that's
All these dead
26.
horses, damn it.
So we're gonna be polymorphing some people to horses.
What'd you say? I couldn't even hear him.
We got drunk bells and
That dude got
Uh,
auto-critted too, by the way. The one that got hit with the fireball. The thug in the bottom left. The entire group.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
because you can't dodge it.
Yeah.
So,
Can't dodge and he's restrained. He's
interesting
fucking
thing,
gone.
I forgot to mention, we're going to be trying some new cool stuff with the game to keep you guys on your toes.
Oh, you're implementing that
And
in
I'm
this
going to
game?
go ahead and
Oh,
implement it in
shit.
this game because this is going to be a perfect time to do it. Since it was not on a player, it's on someone else, and this can happen to
God damn
you.
it.
So give me one moment, please.
This is the crew that
From now on, if you get critted by a spell, like say you for some reason you're critted, if you roll a 1 for your saving throw, it's considered a crit fail. There are now special effects that will affect you. So if on your next round you got a saving throw to resist it and you rolled a crit 1 that first round, you'll be at a disadvantage for that next round. Just that next round. Why is that not going?
This guy's about to get fucking burned.
So, this guy who's not only paralyzed... Let's see, do I have a fire emblem? Where's his fire emblem? Give me a fire emblem. Come on.
There's one there.
Where's Marth? Marth!
Marth, Roy,
There's
Lynn.
no... Oh, there it is.
Hollywood.
You guys see this thug that's paralyzed. This fireball goes off, and all of a sudden, his light leathers, his cloth of his cloak start to catch fire. His backpack starts to catch fire. Just the lighter tethered piece of cloth that are torn and dried are starting to catch fire as he is now on fire and will continue to burn through a few rounds.
That's unfortunate.
But does he look like he's dying?
Not yet, but he will take damage.
this man that's paralyzed just got
damn
hit with
it.
fireball. Just look like he's dying.
He's on fire.
Bandit.
And parts of him are blown off.
Makes
Damage,
his
isn't it,
save.
for him?
Yeah, he doesn't get to make the save either, so he's taking like 52 damage.
Why wouldn't the bandit
It
captain
would
get
be
to make the
26.
save?
Because he's
The
paralyzed.
bandit captain would.
The bandit captain
He's
would get.
restrained.
He's restrained. He doesn't get any restrictions for that. It's a disadvantage for him to attack, and an advantage for you to attack him. Does nothing for saving throws.
I was talking about the paralyzed guy, not the restrained captain.
I was talking about the restrained captain.
Okay, got it.
So that would be 23 points of damage to him. And with that,
He does have disadvantage on the dex saving throw, though.
no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Nope.
For restrained? What are you talking about?
Restrained is a disadvantage to be attacked. It's disadvantage to attack and
No,
advantage
bro.
to attack.
Read the spell. Type in conditions and just look up restrained. It literally says the creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Really?
You're restrained. How are you gonna dodge anything? Read.
Jordan.
Search conditions. And
Not
I
only
will
that,
show you the
he's
way.
not technically restrained. He's paralyzed.
No,
No,
Okay.
we're talking about the bandit captain, not
Oh,
Steve
okay.
Tug. Yeah.
Gotcha.
See, but here's the definition by this too. He's not actually restrained. A restrained creature's speed becomes 0. Only his hands are bound because he was told to surrender.
If you
And he specifically said he bound his hands. So technically he has the ability to dodge and run still. He doesn't have the
Okay.
ability to make attacks.
then he's not technically restrained.
Exactly.
You said he was restrained. That's
Well,
why I'm saying
he's
if
half
he is
So how's that?
technically restrained. He has
So he has a
disadvantage.
-5 to his save.
Yeah, -5 to save. No.
Same code.
He hits the ground with the loud explosion. As you see him get a little bit of fires, he rolls over, rolling it out. And he looks at Drazaha like, you told me to surrender. Why are you doing this?
Do nothing.
He doesn't know that. Drazaha said surrender. He surrendered. Silvar tied him up. Now there's an explosion.
He has a mage on his side.
Fair.
He knows he can cast spells.
Uh-huh. But why would the mage attack him?
Because
Did we see what direction the
they're
fireball came
bandits.
from, Jimmy?
What do you mean?
The fireball came from...
Oh, this terrible mage be casting fire. That's
Right
something
here.
They're trying to steal from us. That's now I set the carriage on fire. That
You said it
pacifies
came from where?
Literally right here. This square. Damn it!
Okay.
Click! There we go. Roland,
So
it
he's
is now
not
your
flying
turn.
from- Okay.
I really want to do something. Tom, give me a yes or no.
Hold up.
Yeah, why not?
Got a coin.
Just roll a d20.
Just roll a
Yes.
d4.
All right.
reason.
So I need an attack of opportunity from this guy because I'm going to move over here.
Alright. Thug swings and a 14.
Miss.
Miss.
Miss. I'm going to move over here, and
Uh-huh.
I'm going to grab my earpiece and say, if I get too wild, someone stop me. And then I'm going to...
God damn it, Roland.
And then I'm going to hit the guy that's paralyzed.
19, we're good.
And that's
Roland,
an auto crit.
as you
Roll double
strike
damage.
him, and you hear the cracking of bones, the rustling of his armor, you feel this rage come over you. You feel your muscles tense. You feel this heavy warmth engulf you. And the last thing you remember seeing was red, as you've gone into a berserking rage.
He didn't roll
Alright,
up.
so that was 27 damage. I heal for half of that.
Silvar, something's wrong with Roland. I think he's gone rabid. He's foaming at the mouth.
And then I'm going to hit the guy that's, still paralyzed with the shield bash. So 20 for 8, which is
Still
14.
auto-crit, so,
Dude, these are all auto crits.
it would be. Yeah, it wouldn't be 14 because the second one wouldn't have the +5. It would be 9.
So it'd be 9.
Yeah, it'd be 9 points. All right.
Stuff
So,
things.
Roland is in full berserk mode. Roderick is freaking out. Drazaha, your turn.
Roger is freaking out. John, stop. Your
He's
turn.
gonna yell out, I'm like, find that spellcaster! And then I'm going to smack this dude with my shield, the guard right in front of me. I'm gonna smack him, so strength for strength or dexterity. Knock him prone. Oh, what is this garbage?
What are you doing?
Woohoo!
Okay,
What?
I'm gonna knuckle a Bahamut him.
Where you go?
14 AC. Ew.
And that
What's
hits.
going on?
Okay, so that was for 14.
They have for 14 damage. Nice.
He's still up?
Yes, he is, but he is not looking too good. You cracked him. You can see dark and blackened skin where it's been broken and it's bleeding, some internal injuries, and you can see him kind of wavering, like he's having a hard time, but he's focusing, like almost looking around to see how the stat of everybody else is. Stands, he's got this huge dragonborn warrior in front of him. The boss has been captured. His friends are paralyzed. The horses are on fire. He's contemplating running. You can see
Okay.
he's shaking and he's scared now.
I'm just now going to boop him on the head to see if I can,
Knock him
fuck
out.
it, yeah.
Boop.
TNC for another 10. Shitty ass rolls.
Boop. You boop him. That put him exactly at 0.
Okay. But he's stable.
Yep.
And then
Oh, I also needed to roll the d4. My bad. Forgot about that. So I'm berserking for 1 round currently.
Yep.
Oh, so it's not a 20 you roll, it's any crit, you go berserk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you crit him again when you hit him again. With
So
your
it's an
shield.
extra. It continues.
Oh, that was with your shield.
I
The
thought-
one with BB.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. It's
BB.
only with BB. Touche.
Baby is having a good time right now.
All right.
Hitting
So
a sleep person just.
Bells, you're up.
Okay, lads. How many of these guys do we have? This looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might be a fun time to do this. Let's see if you're prepared for me to do this. If it's too much work, then we'll work on it later. I would like to cast this one.
And what spell would you like to cast?
This one.
Conjure woodland beings.
And I'd like
One-
to summon 8 fey creatures of 1/4 or lower. And I would like them to be pixies.
Okay.
He's like, was not prepared for that.
And I don't know
Let me ask
if
you
the
this,
5th edition
why?
book that you have has pixies in it, so you might have to search for them. But I did give you that page of the pixies before, and you said that it would work. Do you remember?
Yeah, this is a while back.
There's some pixies.
Yep, there they go.
The guy in front of you was like, what?
Yep. As all of a sudden you chant your spells and doof, 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 just little poppings of light, little crackles of pop, 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 pop. All these pixies turn around and flutter and look over at you and look at the surroundings and look back towards you.
Do you have access to their spell sheet? Because I don't.
It's in there.
But I'm pretty sure that they can cast
There you go.
polymorph.
253 of the
Page
monster manual.
253, a Montermawal.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they have confusion, dancing light, detect evil and good, detect thoughts, dispel magic, entangle, fly, phantasmal force, polymorph, and sleep.
Uh-huh.
Montermawal.
Polymorph everything turtle.
They all, uh-huh.
Oh god.
Turning all these guys into turtles.
No, good
On
turtles.
the next
Turtles.
round, I'm going to turn everybody, good and bad, and horses to turtles.
So, well,
He said turn everything to turtles.
I I guess. I mean, if you're gonna be that way. Good luck, lads.
Servask, your turn.
What's polymorph?
I'm muted. How far away is the sword from me?
The sword is probably right here in Silvar's
Vicinity, yeah.
Yeah, what's the
Okay.
movement of Machan?
I think it's 30.
30. So you can bring it to you this round, but that will be your action.
But the hand has separate movement.
As your concentration on the spell, your action would be
Mage
to
hand
bring
is
it over here.
concentration.
Hey, they have their own initiative,
Mate?
and you might want to roll that for them.
No problem. Give me a second. Look up Mage Hand.
Lower than 19. Lower than 19. Lower than 19.
A spectral hand floating appears. You point and choose within range. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it's ever more than 30 feet away from you or if you cast it again. You use your action to control the hand.
Okay.
So in order to move it, you need to use your action.
Alright, then I'm just use my action to bring it to me.
Okay, it'll move to you 30 feet. So you can basically get your hand on the sword this round for your action.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, and then...
Hey, roll.
this guy doesn't know I'm here, right?
24 pixies.
No.
Alright. I just want to move a little bit further away from him.
That's lower than 19.
I'll move around to the other side of the tree trunk.
Give me 1 second.
Hey, Roland, I caught you again. Your shit is froze at
Great.
a good point.
Post
The
it.
pixie kids are in a group initiative.
Yeah, I got him in
I'm
their
gonna
group.
make fucking emotes for this stream using Roland. Look at
You better post that one.
I did.
You posted them both.
Awesome.
There's
All right.
one for me, so I could use an emote.
So, being that Servask goes in the
Sounds good.
15th and Bells goes in the 15th and they go in the 15th, I do believe they go now, would they not?
Wait, say that again?
No, because
did
they
they
just got
roll a
summoned,
15?
so
Oh,
it'll be
yeah,
next
so it'll be
turn.
next round. Okay. Servask, you pull the sword. You now hold in your hand the scimitar that was on fire at one point in time. The thug watched that go past you as you step back into this darkness over here. Let me reveal that for you.
Hi there. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Editing your
Not
picture.
you, Jordan. I'm talking to my dog. God.
I'm gonna put a fucking mustache in your picture. You better watch out.
Do it, I dare you. I can't grow facial hair anyways.
Find a handlebar mustache real quick.
That's some funny shit.
Like
With-
the stream tonight, it's just gonna be him in Photoshop.
Yep.
Dude, if I had Photoshop, I
Servask,
don't anymore.
on you, these two thugs turn towards you. This one and this one. Come on, highlight them. Thank you. And fire their crossbows. First one.
At disadvantage? Since all that they saw was a sword heading towards me, right?
The sword moved in that direction. You moved away, and you're not stealthed.
I thought it was stealth, and that's the reason why I was able to get away from that guy without him noticing me.
No, he
No.
fired over here.
Remember, you dashed.
You
that's
dashed. That broke the stealth.
So then that guy knows that I'm there then, so I wouldn't
The
have moved away.
sword. Okay.
Because
And
you
step.
said that he didn't know that I was there.
No,
he
he
knew
didn't
that
know.
I-
He didn't know you were there until you moved the sword over him. The floating sword went past him, and he looked to see where it went, and you're right there. He had no eyes on you as he was aiming at this
What
carriage.
he's saying is he was staring away from you because you were already
his
in the
back
tree
to you
line
first.
behind him.
But the
And
moment
he
you
didn't
brought
know
an
you were there,
object
but you
over
broke
his head
stealth.
floating, he followed it, and it went right
Yeah, but-
to you.
But then at the end of my turn, he would have known that I was there, and at the end of my turn, or before I moved, I asked if he noticed that I was there, and you said no, so that's why I moved away.
Oh, no, he noticed you were there.
Okay, so then I wouldn't have moved away. If I
Okay.
wouldn't noticed that he was there, I would have stayed there.
All right. If that's the case. There's only one heavy crossbow shot on you. 11 AC. Does that hit?
No.
Then the other one just makes 2 attacks on you. Do any of those hit?
Give me a second. I need to get to my AC because I don't remember what it is. 18, 20, yep.
One or both?
Both.
All right. 15, 29 points of damage as he stabs you twice. See, he messed with his crossbow. These guys are gonna 5, 10, 15.
Go for it, my dude. I don't give a fuck right now.
5, 10, swing at Roderick. 5, 10,
Roger, no!
fire at Roderick. So, crossbow at Roderick.
This can die on his outing with us.
Okay, so. Come on, let me edit him. Are you serious right now? There's more than one way I can do that. This guy comes up, swings a short sword the first time. Second time, misses, but the 14 hurts.
On who?
Roderick.
On Roderick.
Okay, cool.
For some reason, it's not wanting to let me edit him.
Wait. The guy behind me came up and swung at Roger?
Oh, the other guy.
Okay, no. Sorry. My brain's not working well.
I can tell.
Get that like that.
Also... No, never mind. Okay.
There we go. Good. Now I can edit him again.
I'm told
Weird.
the carriage.
Alright, so then the guy comes up on you. First attack. Second attack, AC 23.
That one hits.
For-
But I'm taking half. 'Cause I'm
You take
berserking.
half physical damage, but you take half of the poison damage because of your Dwarven ability.
Yep.
So it is 3 poison,
So 6.
and it is 3 piercing. 6 total. Now this thug over here, surrounded by fairies, is going to swing at one of the fairies. Hits one of the fairies. Pixies, excuse me.
Nice.
Pixies. Gotta be
Yeah, great.
racially
Yeah, technically,
correct.
yeah, because there are fairies also, so.
Yeah. So, with
See,
that,
lives don't matter.
poof. And one more attack. AC 12 misses.
They small.
This thug is paralyzed.
Roger's almost dead already? Come on, Roger. Step it up a bit.
He comes up onto
Jeez.
26. You take 2, and you take 3, so 5 points of damage
So
to you,
6.
Roland.
6.
Half of 9 is 4. Yes, you're right. 6. My bad. No,
All right, be right back, guys.
Alright.
Same command, Jordan?
You saw what I typed, yeah. Just reissue the command.
Okay. With that, it's Roderick's turn. And he goes, help! I'm not going to die on my first day here. And...
It's like our
Mrs.
third
Step.
day.
Oh, wait.
First fight, though.
He's
this
still
thug
learning
right
the ropes.
here, a black beam of energy comes out of Roderick's hand. Green energy swirls as he hits with blight.
You're about to say finger of death, and I was like, holy shit!
Holy shit!
We gotta put him down.
I need to go to the school.
That
We
is
gotta
a
put him
con
down.
save.
Avada Kedavra.
He takes 34 points of damage.
To Hogwarts.
Are you gonna allow him? Thank you.
Nice.
And now he is severely wounded. Yeah, didn't like that, did you? Bandit Captain's turn. The hell?
The hell? Oh, shit.
I did ropes.
Okay, he's like, "Ugh,
Nope.
the hell?
Really good, bud.
What did you do to me?
Why is that?
I got magic in me. Every time
Yeah,
I
that's
die,
pretty much all he can
I
do.
touch
Entering the third round, Silvar. Jazza has 3 rounds closer.
Everybody knows.
Let's see.
Dak is gonna run
Oh,
closer.
I know what I can do.
Yeah, Kaldak is closer.
How far is this? That is 55 feet. Okay, sweet. I'm going to have my bird or my raven fly, and then dash. Oh no, he doesn't need a dash, but I'm gonna have him fly all the way to where Roderick is, and since that was 50 feet, I can still have a little bit of movement. So I want him to sit on Roderick's shoulder if I can. Yeah, that's 55 feet.
Okay.
Correct?
From where?
Wait.
If he was right next to Servask. So, and he's flying, so
Yeah.
that's 55 to be on Roderick's shoulder.
Fuck is all this?
And I want to cast Lay on Hands through my Raven onto Roderick and give him 10 hit points.
Nicely done.
So that's my action. And then as a bonus action, I want to dive into, or sorry, with my movement, I'm going to move. Is this technically, would I be obstructed enough in this general vicinity in order to stealth, Jimmy?
Yes.
move-
If
use
you
my
got
movement
over,
here?
if you got over here, you could stealth from there. Yes.
Okay, that's where I want to move. I'm gonna move in this direction. Before I leave Drazaha, I'm gonna say, just handle this guy, and I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna stealth out with my bonus action in this area.
Oh, did the paralyzed guys make their save?
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Right.
Let's see. The paralyzed guy. That was a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Yep. He's no longer paralyzed. Now he stops to drop and roll, as he takes 2d6 fire.
He's on
damage.
fire.
Takes 8 fire damage, and he is
Holy
considered
shit, he took a
prone.
bunch.
So he's no longer paralyzed, no longer that, but he is prone currently.
And he put out the fire.
He put out the fire after taking the
Okay.
damage. And this guy, he did not make his save, so he's still paralyzed. With that, now the mage's turn. Oh, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad.
You jumping another fireball in front of me?
Fuck yeah, I am.
I thought.
Did you cast spells from greater invisibility?
Yeah,
That's what I was
and
gonna
not
ask.
be seen.
Yeah.
You can.
But if it's invisibility, it drops.
Yep.
Yeah, if it's
Well, yeah,
regular
but-
spell's ability, it is. But greater
Remember when we were assaulting that one goblin place, I was like, okay, I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility and cast fireballs all over the place.
Yep, which
Yeah.
is why everyone was freaking out and they couldn't figure out what exactly was going on.
And
So,
then you get kidnapped.
And then
So
kids killed my character.
Roger's dead.
He saves, hopefully not. Might be. But he has to
pixies.
save.
The pixies.
deck save.
Yeah, deck save. I healed him, but
I'm waiting for Kiz to call.
Fireball is a deck save.
I don't know, but I'm waiting for Kiz to decide what he's doing.
I can't see him, so I'm not going to be able to counter it, so I'm going to have to eat it. So, I need a deck save. Pixie goes poof, 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 poof. He dies from it automatically.
Son of a bitch!
Let's see, he could save against it. He dies.
I'm upset.
They're not dead.
I couldn't
They need to be attended to after the battle, or they will die.
wait, who needs to be tended to?
The dead people.
The people that are down.
Got it.
Otherwise, they will die.
They are like slowly dying though.
Yeah.
What
they
about
will-
the
they will-
horses? They need to be
No,
tended
the
to,
horses are dead. They're done. They're toast. They're
right? Damn.
done. Might as well go ahead and get a campfire with the fireball and eat the horse. It's bad.
Fucking A. It's cool. I don't need a
All
horse.
right, so,
Roland might want it though.
1, 2,
Fuck you.
3. So, dex save on the thug by the fireball. Anytime. He makes it. Number 2. He makes it. Number 3. He makes it. Sweet. They take only half damage.
It's still a lot.
Yes, it is.
Jimmy, I don't think my Raven can make the save, but I would like you to roll it for him either way.
Oh
'Cause what's the save?
no! Oh no!
Dude, I don't know how my dog does this.
Yeah, no, even if he made the save, he was gonna die. He only has 1 HP, right?
Yep. He only
Okay.
has 1 HP, so...
Well, I have advantage against the mage now, so.
let's see. Damage done, damage done. Roderick.
My Roger,
Roll.
buddy.
Dex saving throw.
Oh. He takes the full 30.
You slip.
Roland, your save went through, failed. You take the full
I
30.
did.
Okay. And Bells, I need to get a save off him.
Yeah, okay.
He takes only 15. He's gonna be mad I got rid of his fairies.
Oh, yeah.
So he is down to...
I can just make it. Yep, one that way.
Boom, 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 boom. That was the mage. Roland, you're up.
Well, seeing as how the target I was going after died, and I'm still berserking for this round, I'm gonna hit this guy in front of me.
Okay.
23 for 12. Is he still up?
He is up and barely, like, his short sword kind of falls
Nah,
down to the
12.
side as he's, like,
That's gonna
swaying
miss.
back and forth at 1 hit point.
12 for 8.
12 misses.
Nah, that's what I thought.
Out of curiosity, is that like a berserker type rage?
Is that a what?
Berserker
Yes.
type rage?
Yeah, he is berserk raging.
Does he get any bonuses? Because normal rages give you bonuses on damage and attack.
He doesn't take damage. He takes half damage.
Okay, so it's only like totem style, not berserker style. Okay.
He gets also a plus to damage.
I get a plus to damage, and I
He heals too, right?
I heal
Okay.
for half of the damage I deal.
Is that your turn, Roland?
Yep, that's it.
All right, on to Drazaha.
Alright. So I'm gonna turn to this guy and be like, your spellcaster's out of control. And I'm going to then... Give me this... Oh, Jordan.
Probably Jordan.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm gonna come around this guy. If he wants to take an attack opportunity with his hands, he can. I don't give a shit.
Around the bandit?
The bandit captain, yeah. This guy, I left melee with him.
All right, give me a second.
But didn't he surrender? Or is that only for one turn?
That's only for 1 turn.
Only for 1 turn. But
okay.
his arms are tied now.
Yeah, he still has to break out.
Try trip action. Because his feet aren't tied.
Let's see here.
Did he get his
got
dagger
you
with
for
his hands
3
being
points
down?
of damage.
Yeah, how did he get his dagger?
For 3 points of damage.
No, how did he get it? Because he's like this.
He's still bound.
Do you
That's
see
I was
what?
wondering.
Do you see the damage that's listed? The damage says it's 6 plus 1 piercing. I said you take 3 points of damage.
He punched you.
He punched you. He uses the same attack as the dagger. It just doesn't do the dagger damage nor the poison.
Got it, coach.
Roxy, I love you, babe, but you gotta stop this.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, now I'm going to bullshit. Mute your mic. Now I'm going to shield bash this guy, knock him prone.
Okay.
And so strength for strength and dexterity is an alright roll.
Ooh, thuggy thug. Let's see what he's got. And he goes down.
Alright. And then I'm gonna be like, I'm done with this, and I'm going to, into my mace, whisper Dura Strixon. And so I'm going to
Oh shit.
Knuckle of Bahamut. And then
You already
Another
see this
ingredient.
mace head have like a little radiance of light as he's swinging it. He says something in Draconic, and all of a sudden, a holy fire flares up on the head of the his morning star as he swipes down.
What was it in Draconic?
Dura Strixon.
No restriction? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dar-
restriction,
Dar-
yeah.
Dura
Darastrixton.
What does that mean?
It means.
He should have
Let
it
me
on
pull
there.
it back up. I do. It
Just light that ass up.
Basically.
Dragonfire.
Oh,
Nice.
And with
So
that,
cool.
he goes down. Comes down to Bells.
He went down after that one hit.
Yeah, he was already wounded. The fireball screwed him up.
And I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna hit this guy as well.
All right. 14 hits. Damn, how much damage is that?
18, so 28.
Ooh.
Gonna boop him in the head, just right in the face. Pow right to the kisser.
You boop him in the head, pow right to the kisser. Yeah, he's done. It goes to Bells' turn. And Bells mutters something about you're not taking my pixies from me. As more appear.
Of course.
did any of the pixies survive that fireball?
No.
No, hell no. They only have 1 HP also.
And since the pixies are resummoned, I will go ahead and do an initiative for them.
Yeah, that's
I thought he rolled the same thing again. I thought he rolled 15 again.
Right. So Servask, up to you.
Alright, let's see, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
Somebody in Hawaii fucked up.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Spare the Dying on the person in front of me because I don't want anyone to die.
Okay. You cast Spare the Dying on him.
And then, since I wasn't expecting Drazahad to come over here at all, I'm going to go ahead and head over to the captain and try to go ahead and restrain him more so he doesn't run away.
Grapple check.
Okay. Is that just strength?
Strength. Yeah.
Alright.
Nice.
Because you see him after he hit Drazahad, he looked like he was getting ready to bolt since the axe was getting away. You come up behind him as he turns around and wrap up and grab a hold of him. He's trying to kick a flare, but you managed to actually get a pretty good grab on him and keep him locked there.
And that's it.
This thug fires at the other horse.
What a dick lord.
Got hit by a fireball.
Already dead.
Yeah.
And he's gonna shoot the dead horse.
Point shooting a dead horse.
I was gonna say he's shooting a dead horse.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So never mind. I
well,
guess he's not gonna fire.
You already
at it.
said it.
So
Shot-
he's gonna
the horse
book
was
it.
still twitching from the fireball and he shot it with the fucking crossbow. That's what happened.
He wasn't sure, so he was
Yeah.
just like,
And then the horse now dies. It was still alive with 1 HP and
Yeah.
then he shot it with a crossbow.
On Roland.
"Hey there." Yeah, they're hitting some high stuff.
24, 25, 13, and 18. Do any of those hit?
The 25 and 24 do.
All right, so that's 11 half 5. That's 18 half 9, so 14 points of damage total.
Okay.
The thug swings on one of the damn pixies bugging him. Swings on another pixie.
Those hit. Holy shit.
Bloody pixies.
With that, it comes to Roderick. Roderick, I need a death saving throw, please.
Come on, Roderick.
It's your first fight, my dude. Why you slap?
Because he's got level 1 health.
Interesting. Actually, he's got level 8 health.
Holy shit.
No.
Yeah.
I think he's a caster. He wasn't as
Well,
dangerous.
yeah.
Gotta be
He's a wizard. He's got 36 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep. But he hits stuff
Yeah.
for like, 68, 10d8 damage.
Yeah.
He's a glass cannon. However, the death saving throw, I don't know what the hell's going on with this page, but it's not.
Roderick can't die.
Where do you guys click on your sheets for the death saving throws?
I clicked that saving throw.
Where it says
Yeah, I
death
just
saves,
clicked save-
you just
death
hit
saves.
death saves.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have that on my sheet. There it is.
Do you have the... Okay, I was gonna say, do you have the... Oh,
There's two then.
Nice.
not good.
Yep.
Please save that poor kid. Son of a bitch.
So, Roderick failed. The bandit captain is going to try to break your grasp, which was a 14.
That'd be a disadvantage because he's only got his legs.
Yep, not happening. So the bandit captain tries to escape. Silvar, back to you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use my movement, rush to Roderick. Go there. And, I'm gonna feed this kid a greater healing. He gets 13. Where did the second fireball come from, Jimmy?
Right here.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
1 second. Because it's an action to feed someone else a potion, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, then I can't. Yeah, I can't do anything else then. Bonus action. So technically I had to go up there, feed him the potion. Where am I currently, like, standing? Could I use the rest of my movement to get off after I fed him the potion, and I'm technically standing on the floor next to the dead horse?
Yes.
Within melee range of the guy that's in between Roland and myself?
Yes, I would allow that.
Sweet. Death's Talon at this guy. Fucking jabbing him in the neck. 22.
That drops him.
Oh, sweet. I was gonna roll sneak attack because Roland's in melee. Alright, that guy's down.
Yeah, 46. Those are some good rolls.
Oh, wait. Can you... Not that it would make a difference, but... Because I was Well, I would have broken stealth to feed Roderick the potion, or am I still technically hiding? Like, I'm trying to... See
To
if
feed a
these
potion, you would have
people-
broke stealth, but he had 1 hit point,
Okay.
and the attack killed him.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, he was
Because
dead
what I was
anyway.
wondering was if I could have, like, technically stealthfully, I'm using air quotes here, I don't know if my camera's working, feed him the potion so that the bandits on the other side of the carriage couldn't see me feeding him it. I mean, if you want to roll perception for them, because
They're
I
too
only had,
busy
like, a
dealing with the
17, but-
pixies.
Okay. Technically, myself is a 17. It's not the best, but I don't know if it breaks when you feed someone the potion or whatnot.
All right. With that, Drazaha, as words of magic right in front of you, from a focal point of right here,
Triangle.
It's actually bigger than that. I just couldn't draw it out.
It's a cone.
Cone of cold.
Each creature, Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Okay.
Con save and DC. I want to say is 15. Yes, DC is 15.
Okay, so I've made that. +5, anyways.
Savask, I need a save from you as well.
+5. So half of that would be 13.
Oh.
So 27, say 28, and then round it down once. So that would be 13 points of damage. Savask, you take all 27. And Bandit Captain, con save you said, right? Yep.
There's a concept for a cone of cold?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was Dex.
Nope.
No, because it's cold.
And it's a cone.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't step out of the way of it. Fireball, as it explodes, you can dodge. You can. The theory is you can move out of the way.
And
Just like a
also,
lightning bolt, you
fire
could-
hands you can dodge.
Yeah.
Didn't
Got it,
forget.
got it, got it.
So with that, that blast goes off. Damn, that's like the first bit of damage Servask actually took, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good big chunk.
Right? Roland.
I tried to help.
That's right up. You actually messed up me showing
My
up.
turn again?
Yep, it's your turn, Roland.
Alright, well, I'm not berserking anymore, so,
Okay.
you know,
As the
Wait,
the
I
hype
shake my-
ends, everything starts to go. You feel your heartbeat, boom, boom, almost like a big, nasty headache as it all comes back to you.
I'm gonna shake my head and look over at Roderick and yell, "We having fun yet, Rod?" And then I'm gonna use a channel divinity and give myself, give Roderick 23 and myself the remaining 27.
Does he still need to be making con checks while he's berserking?
What?
Because isn't there this guy up here that's still alive?
Oh yeah, I forgot to. No, he was just prone. It hasn't been his turn to stand up yet.
The guy that's in... Oh yeah, he is prone. He's not a
Yeah.
person anymore.
No, he broke that. It's just he was on the ground because he was on fire. He was.
Okay.
So I
Pixies.
healed Roderick for 23 and then
Yep.
myself for
He's back
27.
to full. You're like,
And then
are we
I'm gonna-
having fun yet? And all of a sudden he feels revitalized and he looks down, just astonished. And you see this almost like a little kid, like with a magnifying glass over ant look on his face. Like, all of a sudden a surge of power fills him and joy, like he was on the brink of death. And now he's back.
I'm gonna give him a grin and then a finger snap, and then I'm gonna whip back with the shield and smack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Green finger snap.
21 for 13.
21 for 13 hits.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Drazaha, your turn.
Alright, so I heard that from over here, right?
I
On the
would
other
like to
side of-
state that you skipped the pixies.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, the pixies need a new order too.
Nope, he wrote it for
No,
18.
he already got a new order.
Oh, he did? Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I
they
have-
were 15, they're 18
Yeah, I
now.
accidentally clicked it
No,
twice.
no, I mean like they need to be told what to do.
Oh, no, they
Oh.
have the order. He already told me.
Okay, okay, got it.
So,
Because the
Mr.
last ones with the last order died, that's why I was wondering.
Mr. Thug. All right. I need a beast. Where are my beasts? I don't have a turtle. All right.
I think we were gonna say turtle. We decided on cat HP, right?
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give him this headaches emblem.
There you go. That's a symbol
As
for
he was
turtle.
turned to a turtle. And this guy, I need to save from him.
There was a turtle by the name of Bert.
He
And Bert
saves.
the turtle was very alert.
Doesn't save that time, so he turns
Danger,
into a
his head
turtle.
never gets hurt. He knew just what to do. He duck and cover. Duck and cover.
All right. So those two remaining in front of you, Roland, the guy you just hit, all of a sudden, whoop, becomes a turtle on the ground.
I would like to look at my shield and be like,
Yeah, because he
What
doesn't know
the-
where Bells is.
Hell?
is he still?
So Bells goes. Nope.
You just skipped me.
I skipped draws. Sorry, my bad. Draws. Your turn.
So I
Okay, our
heard
DM
the
has a
guy
tendency to double
right
click.
on the like in this square right here.
Uh huh.
Like I heard him in that direction, correct?
Yes.
Okay. In a 30-foot line, in a 5-foot, I am going to just, where are you? And then just, or 11.
Oh, nice. Dude, when was the last time Jaza used a fire breath?
You use your fire breath, and the flame shoots out, swirling in between the
Man,
trees and the
Beller's gonna be
branches
so upset
as
that
the
you burn in the
leaves catch
forest.
fire and burn instantly because Dragon's breath is so hot. It doesn't seem to hit a creature or a person. But you do hear some noise over in this general area after the ends.
What state of fire is the carriages on
So
from being hit
that's-
with fireballs?
This guy right here?
No, what state
No,
of the
the
carriages?
The what? The carriage?
The carriages. Are they okay?
They are okay. There's a few little charred marks, but not enough to actually catch fire.
Okay. I want to go ahead and cast Sleep on the captain that I currently have in my arms.
What's the save?
To get a save. I think it. Oh, God, what's going on? Stop. Cancel.
I think it's wisdom. Oh, yeah.
Why? Whoa, what the heck? Why is it not?
It crit
Or
fails to sleep. He's so asleep, he's in a coma.
It's alright, he's asleep.
Yeah,
We
he's-
know how it
it's
works.
done.
But yeah, it's being buggy.
You're sitting there going you're like, you just need to go to sleep. And you
Uh,
thought,
No, the sleep spell is if it deals enough damage to its overall hit points, it goes to sleep.
oh yeah?
It's not a save.
Oh,
Mhm.
even better. Roll damage.
Yep. If I can give.
They changed
It's not-
sleep.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought you had to make a save on it.
Yeah, it used to be a wisdom save.
27.
How many D8 is it? 5 D8 for sleep? What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first level sleep, yeah.
Not motherfucker.
Night, night!
I don't think it does the damage, because it just...
No.
It just that's
puts
how many
it
hit
to
points
sleep.
it's able to
They
put
have
to
that
sleep, and it takes the lesser hit points first. I remember that much.
Maybe I should go ahead and do this so you don't have to look through it.
See, 5
So
D8,
that's
how many
when you
points
go
of creatures
night-night.
it can
Go
affect
night-night,
creature 20
motherfucker.
feet. Got it. So you put the sleep all into him, and he goes...
And he's asleep?
He's out cold.
Okay.
Night-night, motherfucker.
And then I'm gonna release him and gently put him to the ground.
You release him and gently put him to the ground. This thug looks over, sees you.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and put myself in between the captain and the thug, if I can, with that tree being there.
This dude's got 3rd-degree burns anyways. He was just on fire.
The guy's like...
If you really want to mess with him, just grab his arm and pull.
And on you, Sir Vask, he strikes.
That's 17 hits.
Okay, so that's 17 points of damage. How are you looking after that?
I'm so okay.
He's looking around, and he's just get attack of opportunity on him.
Ah, come on. Why is this being so stupid?
Using Firefox also.
Yeah, I'm using Firefox.
Yeah, I'm in Firefox because Chrome always gave me issues.
Yeah.
Alright.
Firefox is working okay with me. I had to refresh it here, but on this laptop it was working.
So he's trying to run away from me. Can I use my whip to try and grapple him as he's trying to run away?
Yeah, go ahead and use your whip and see if it hits. Make a strength check. Because that's a definite hit.
That's a strength save.
Rolls a 1. Damn it.
That's a strength save, not a strength check.
Yeah, let me do the check.
Oh.
Pretty sure it's the same
18.
thing. -1 plus
Instead,
2.
you do damage to him. And he trips and falls.
My leg.
Wait, where did you run to? I don't even see on the map anymore.
He's
under the
over
tree
here
right
on top
here.
of the tree on the branch.
Oh,
and
okay,
as the
that's
guy went
why
to
I
run
barely
from
see
him, he
him.
struck him twice, and he didn't go down. He looked around and saw all of his comrades like still up, or all of your allies still up, and
Yeah.
his comrades fallen. So he turned off to run. He used the whip, grabs him by the ankle, and yanked, trying to stop him. Well, the
just
whip
smacked his
tore into
leg.
his ankle and caused him to bounce his head off a rock on the ground.
Yeah.
You slip.
He's sleeping.
Roderick's turn. An explosion goes off over here. As Roderick unleashes a fireball, taking cue off what Drazaha did.
Nice.
Man, Bells is gonna be pissed.
Franco?
I like to think that's what Roland's thinking. Ooh, Bells is gonna be pissed.
I'm loving that look.
With that, coming out of invisibility as a
There
dead
you
mage.
Wrecked.
Nice. Oh wait, he died? He's deadered? Oh yeah, I forgot I stabbed him twice.
I failed this. He failed the save, and
Nice.
that was a 33-point fireball.
Sweet.
Yep.
I forgot I stabbed him at the very beginning, so I thought he was still gonna be alive. Thank God.
With that, combat has come to a close. Before we heal, before we go through all this stuff, we're gonna take a quick break. I need to go check on kids.
Alright, cool.
So I'm gonna let the combat
Holy
music
shit,
go
we
ahead and
are
play while
halfway.
you guys talk. And yeah, already halfway. So everyone who's watching, thanks for watching. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I bet.
Damn it, Drazaha. I was about to make like 15 different clones of myself.
Next fight.
You can
I was
still
just
do
trying
it.
to
We're
make
gonna
it
need people to
die.
pull these carriages.
They don't.
Yeah, I know,
actually
right? All 3 fucking horses died. Holy shit. Where was the closest village behind us? We didn't even
I
pass
think
through an actual village. We passed through a broken one, so we
it
need
was, I think all the villages between Stonebriar and
Yeah. Sounds like
Drake
Kaldakon's gonna have to start
Moore.
pushing. Wait, what CR rating is a horse? These pixies can turn into horses.
probably. But I think
I
they can
gotta
only
pee
be
and then
there for
grab
so long.
a drink.
I mean, that means Bells is casting pixies, turning them to horses every so many hours, but at least we can move these carriages.
And I know that the group isn't also going to like this, but I know polymorph, but I don't know. But Sebastian doesn't know how it works, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
do it until anyone else.
Yeah, it
Because
doesn't
technically,
teach
I
us your
haven't been able to
flame.
see any of that polymorphing that just happened.
Yeah. No, dude, don't even be sorry about it. It's shit your character doesn't know. Even though technically your quote-unquote class knows it, your character doesn't know it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do healing. I'm only doing sparing the dying, which that's what I'm going to do to everyone that I can over here.
Well, good thing Roderick took care of that mage, because Sylvar was about to go fucking nuts on that mage.
My question is now, how do I deal with the turtles? Like, I know that we can attack them and get the whole thing to where
If you
the
if you
damage goes.
if you hit them, then the damage will go through, and then they're gonna transform back into thugs. But I think since the pixies orders to turn them to turtles, they're gonna turn them back into turtles right when they turn to thugs. So
How long
gonna
does
be-
that spell that he has last? And
thug turtles. It's a
depending on how many
polymorph, so.
pixies, because it's polymorph per day.
Oh, okay. So then that's it.
Mhm. Yeah, one per day. They can cast Confusion, Dancing Lights, Detect Evil and Good, Detect Thought, Dispel Magic, Entangle, Fly, Phantasmal Force, Polymorph, and Sleep once per day. And those are each once per day, not they have to choose from that list. Not to resist. Oh yeah, I was about to say that they would have had advantage on that fireball, but they only have 1 hit point. Looks like.
Yeah, it's the same as my Raven.
Gotta find a way to turn stuff that I steal from people invisible so they don't see it as it's coming towards me.
You don't have anything from the Arcane Trickster that allows you to do that?
Nope. I can only do level 1 spells.
Oh yeah, because you're only 3 levels into it, right?
So I took
Well,
shield.
1 level into Arcane Trickster, 2 levels into Rogue, or 3 level totals into Rogue.
Yeah. I was actually wondering if I would have gotten a sneak attack on that, but I wouldn't have since I don't have advantage. There's still a lot of stuff that I'm trying to figure out with how this whole rogue class works.
Right. Well, yeah, since you're not an assassin, you don't get the yeah, because the same thing was happening with
Maya?
with Jeremiah. Yeah, we were trying to figure it out. You get sneak attack, you just don't get the
Yeah.
advantage of anyone being in melee.
I think my sneak attack is up to 2d6 since I'm level 3.
Yeah,
Monster manual back.
I'm trying to level up. Like, I think I'm 1 more level away from making mine like 5d6. I forget.
I can actually look because I'm looking for the
No, I'm only
right now.
3d6. Sorry, so I'll be 4d6.
Let's see. What level are you in Rogue?
I'm 6.
6?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine's
she'll
3d6, and then in like 1 or 2 more levels, I'm gonna get 4d6, and then after that, 2 levels, it'll be 5d6. Like, it speeds up in the middle of it, and then slows down again. Like, it slows down at the beginning and end of Rogue, but in the middle, you will get like sneak attack, like a decent amount.
I'm just gonna start saying that I'm whispering all my verbal parts of my spells. Because it makes no
Yeah.
sense for someone that's an arcane trickster to be shouting the spells, that's what he seems to have all the spellcasters do. Like, we're fucking shouting the spells of the heavens.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can't be stealth and
You
doing
can
it.
whisper
like casting
spells.
magic.
Then what's the point in even going arcane trickster? Because the whole point is to be stealth and cast your mage hand to pickpocket.
I feel like there's certain things where it is verbal, but you still have to be like, you could still whisper stuff. Like, I remember, what was it called? There's a thing that I thought was called like safe casting or whatever like that.
Subtle spellcasting, sorcerer.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's the sorcerer and I'm not a sorcerer.
Yeah.
And trust me, I use that so much with Chagrin that I'm having to remind myself that I know I don't have that. To either
Right.
just talk to random NPCs or whatnot.
Mhm.
There have been plenty of times to where kids and I were just talking just back and forth, and I was just messing with NPCs.
Mm.
It could just be like some random person off the street. I'd be trying to make contracts with them, just playing with them. Oh, that shit was hilarious. But wait, was
See,
that
there's
this game?
stuff like that that I feel like still needs to be like RP'd out and like shown on stream because
Well, I wanna
that's
talk to you guys.
interaction that people are missing out on. What's up?
Do you guys want to have it to where if it's not said in character, it's not said at all? Because I think we're having way too much of that saying like, oh yeah, we would have said this, yada yada yada. It's like, we'll say it in character.
I do.
Yeah, I know that you do.
We
but,
normally
like,
do.
A lot of times, like I'm going back and watching, and we just say, oh yeah, we say this, or
Okay.
my character says this.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
hmm
Normally I try to follow up with like I say and then I transition.
Yeah. Like you
Like
do.
I notice I always catch myself and I go I say and then I like transition into what he's trying to tell everybody.
I'm not sure how you guys feel about
I
this.
thought Jazahal was gonna wait until they came up to the carriage and then jack in the box out and
Yeah,
fucking
that's what I
smash heads.
thought
That's why I was checking in with everyone on the earring. That would have been so funny. Like they go to the back, pull the curtains open, fucking Knuckle of Bahamut just comes through the fucking the curtain and smacks a dude. That would have been hilarious.
It could have happened that way.
It draws Jack in the Box. Oh man, Tom, you happy I finally used our call out?
I don't think our call out should be exactly just bear. We need to
No,
or I'm about to
no,
be
I don't
stabbed.
think so.
It just needs to be a simple one word, like bear.
No, it definitely needs to be.
Since bear is something
one
that's
word.
kind of pertained to this group for a while, whether it be an ESO with Roland and
Yeah.
myself dying to that
Roland
bear so
and-
much.
Or the owlbear.
Or the
owl
owl
bear.
that Roland really
Yep.
loves.
So that's not a good call out because if someone's like, "Hey, look, a bear," be like, "Oh shit."
Well, no, it's not like we're gonna be like that. It's just gonna be
Dancing bear,
Just
dancing bear.
Yeah, dancing bear, like something you won't see except in Russia.
Yeah.
It,
Our character goes up to where Sebast was born. There's dancing bears everywhere.
oh, jeez.
Right?
Well, I mean, I've never heard an orc called that before, but if you want to call an orc a dancing bear, that's perfectly fine.
That's racist.
Somebody's been
I
practicing.
walked in too, but
Yeah, right.
alright.
Well, it's not that I've been practicing, it's just that I finally just said, fuck it, I'm not even going to try to do the Scottish accent. I'm just going to try to do it to where I roll the R's a lot.
Yeah, that
I
works.
just practice it a little bit here and there, and eventually you'll fly right into it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to focus on trying to do the entire dialect, since it's not technically an accent or a language, it's more of a dialect of the English language.
My throat would kill me if I did Drazaha's voice all the time. Cause I'd be talking like this all the time.
Dude, you should.
Batman? Drazaha's
You
Batman?
should. Yeah, Drazaha is Batman.
Mikey,
7 foot tall,
when you
skilled Batman.
when you do that, don't use it so much your throat. Use more of your diaphragm.
Yeah, like your stomach.
I'm going to come for you. It's how it's going to be.
Well, he's got very like
He has a raspy Batman voice.
yeah.
I am
Breathes
Drazaha.
fire. He literally breathes fire. You
This
gotta
is true.
imagine that fuck shit up.
Alright, so we are back. Bells is currently AFK due to helping parental units.
Rental units.
I will go ahead and kill this combat music. I will bring back my beautiful, lovely
You stopped for
face
me a while back.
and get
And
with
the
this.
pixies go after us to try to help find more fuss.
So Bells has the pixies flying around. He picks up a turtle and puts it underneath his arm, kind of like rubbing the turtle's back of its neck. What are you guys doing with the current situation?
I'm going to go into as many people as I can and casting Spare the Dying on them.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I'm touching all the people around me. And boop, boop.
I wanted to ask Bells. Bells, do you think you could use those fairies? Seeing that they were able to turn those thugs into turtles, do you think you could ask them to transform into horses? Considering we've just lost the horses used to carry these flies north.
Or
Um,
cast Revivify
I-
on the horses.
Don't know how long their spells would last, as they only are temporary. But I do believe I can bring forth the summon creature companions, roll initiative for summon creature group.
Oh, he could just bring these out. Oh shit. Okay.
2 beast challenge rating 1 or 4 beast challenge rating of that. So let's see what
I believe a horse is a one.
a war horse is
Fourth.
a half. They're tougher.
Oh, warhorse. Okay.
So he could bring 2 war horses, or he can bring, I'm gonna say 4 is what I want to say for riding horse.
Okay.
Like how far away from far away from the next town are we? Holy shit, that was hard to say. Oh god, words just stopped working.
It's difficult for Drazaha. I think we're halfway.
Currently, you're right here. By the time you finish the evening, you'll be where Arun used to be and camping in that area.
Okay.
From Arun and the river, You're looking at 2 days travel to Castle Drakemore.
Okay.
Okay. So we gotta figure out a horse situation before then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my thought was if we could conjure these horses up.
I forget, what exactly do we have in the back of these wagons?
Supplies for
Supplies
Castle
for,
Drakemore. Legit
Drakemore.
supplies, grain, food.
Yeah, so we still need to take these up there. I
Okay.
figured if he had to cast that, once or twice in a day, it wouldn't be too bad, so that we can at least keep the carriages moving.
Yep.
Better than us walking them.
Well, what are we going
Yep.
to do with these people we are trying to take back to Stonefire?
Back of the carriage, Sir Vask.
We'll take them to
What did he
take them to
say?
Castle Drakemore.
There you go.
As soon as Sir Vask says, what do these guys have to do with this? All Roland's like, back in the caravan, Sir Vask. Oh, that shit's great.
That's good. That's great.
As I'm
Oh.
Uh,
walking around and
Jabba was
casting
saying
Spare the
something.
Dying.
Yeah, I was saying we'll take them with us to Castle Drakemore. That way the transport can be held up to Alecrath.
Roland,
Actually sounds like a good idea.
as you
We
go
need to
over
make
to the
sure-
thug that dropped Roderick, you see him standing over this wounded thug, holding his quarterstaff white-knuckled. You
This one right
see,
here?
yeah, you see a flash of anger within his eyes. Little bit of
I wouldn't
disappointment.
recommend that.
And he looks up at you and says, "No. But now I know what I'm getting into. Thank you.
Yes.
Next villain confirmed.
Thank you for your wonderful healing. If it weren't for that, I don't know what might have happened." I hope.
Remember, this is just a taste of what's out there.
Would it be wrong of me even though I was scared? It was exhilarating. A smile
No.
comes across his face like a little kid in a candy shop. I almost died, but I didn't.
Trust me, we've all been there.
Some of us.
Some
more
of
than
us a
once.
little closer.
Yeah,
A little
at that
closer
point, that's
than
when
we'd
Solar.
like.
That's when I come in and I verbally say that. Some of us more than once. As I tap like Roland on the shoulder, and kind of give him the, I kind of look at Roland in a way of like saying, thank you, like because he's done so much. It's just Roland. You see this look in Sylvar's eyes that you are still a major reason as to why he is alive.
Roland's the backbone of the group.
He's the life of the party.
Literally.
Literally.
I've been waiting so long to tell that joke.
I've been
Ever
waiting
since
a
Titan.
year to tell
Ever
this
since
joke.
Titan. Oh.
I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna say, what do we do with the mage? She's gonna be an issue regardless of if he's alive. So
Roderick
When-
says, "I don't think we should kill him, but if he has a busted jaw and broken hands, he can't cast spells."
I say to the group,
Or we could just gag him and tie his hands
We-
up.
can do what you all would do, or we could do what I would do.
I said,
We're gonna
Roderick's
do what we would do.
Roderick speaks up. He's like, "Look, he's got powers to heal. I'm sure if you cripple his hands, he could heal his hands. So therefore, it's not technically that bad of a deal. But I tell you, that if you bind my hands and my mouth, I could burn the bindings off my hands, undo my mouth, and still cast my spells. Which is why I was saying with a busted jaw, I mean, you don't gotta take his jaw from him, but make it to where he can't."
I don't need to take his jaw from him.
how about we
But I could
gag
take-
him?
No,
Gag
but
him.
I
and
could
bust
take his. I could take his tongue from him.
Do we have an extra?
You see Roderick's eyes get really big, like, "Oh shit, just got real." He's like,
I'm okay with that.
"You're the professionals," and he turns around and goes back to his carriage and sits back on it with no horse.
What was the
He's just sitting there like,
Taking his tongue.
I was gonna take his tongue.
He
let's
would-
not.
He would basically,
You wouldn't be able to cast his spells that way. Anything
And-
that is verbal.
Right.
yeah,
you
any
wouldn't be able
verbal
to say
spell he
anything.
would never be able to cast again, and it would take a lesser restoration to bring his tongue back.
No, it would take a regeneration
Yeah.
to grow back.
So yeah, I mean
Which,
that's
at that point, none of his current allies could do, Roland. If I take his tongue, we don't have to worry about him.
Right, but we also don't have to worry about him right now either.
'Cause he's-
It's kind of not in our jurisdiction to just take people's tongues for the fun of it.
well, that's not for
Yes,
the
but it
fun of
also wasn't within their
Party.
jurisdiction to rob these people,
Well-
these villagers.
I do believe you guys are in the presence of a knight who was knighted by the king, and he can therefore say, due to being a bandit, I judge you to no longer be able to speak and decree it so.
That is also true.
I
but
mean,
I'm
it's
I'm a little bit more holy than that, but I don't.
Yeah, he is more holy than that.
I don't think that actually we would have to gag and bind him somehow to where he couldn't do that. That I wouldn't necessarily be okay with cutting his tongue out. That being said, I don't want him to be an issue for the party.
Like they said, we could break his
Him
jaw and hands.
Idea. Couldn't we bring his tongue out, pierce it with a bar, so he constantly has his tongue out, to where he can't speak at all?
So when he says pierce it with a bar, I start looking through my bag of holding, and I'm like sifting through like the stuff that I have. Give me
you
one
you put your hand in the bag of holding, and you start thinking of objects as they appear in your hand, and you're like, no.
No.
Because
We
how a
could
bag
do
of
that.
holding is, you don't actually touch anything. You put your hand in an empty space,
Yeah.
and what you think of that's
Well-
in there appears in your hand.
We could use a
Well,
crossbow.
while they're deciding, I'm going to be going around pulling the weapons off of everybody and tossing them on the ground and dragging them to the carts.
Tie them up.
Yeah.
You see a couple of the fairies go over and try to grab one of the weapons and start dragging it over as well, like as you weapon goes
I
down.
say to Bells, keep an eye on those turtles. We don't know how long their spells are going to last for.
You notice a couple of the pixies are riding the turtles like horses.
Oh man.
Is this
Very
Bell's
slow
family? Is Belle
horses.
really just a pixie and not... Because it seems like Belle's family.
Oh man.
I can't believe they failed. The DC for their resistor spells was so low.
Yeah. At which point I say to Servask, we could use a crossbow bolt and pierce his tongue so he wouldn't be able to speak it. It would allow him to keep his tongue if that's what you all would prefer, but I say he rides in the back of my cart with the Drazaha across from him so he can keep an eye on him. The rest of the thugs I'm not too worried about.
I
I'm
want to stretch the
dragging
mage's
people
body.
to caravans. I'm like, I'm cool with that. Just dragging bodies to the caravan.
Now how many bodies did we have here, Jimmy?
There were 10 thugs, 1 bandit captain, and 1 mage.
Which means there was only 12 of them, which means there might be 3 more. They said 15 bandits were in the contract. And we don't know if this guy was
Hang on, let
the
me
leader.
double. Nope, there was 14 here.
double check.
1 did get
14
away.
here. 1 did get away. Okay.
Yeah, no
So
one
we
gave chase
still are
when he
missing
ran.
1 bandit. I want to try and find anything on the
There-
bandit captain.
I'm gonna search the mage, but while I do that, I telepathically say to Kaldaka, "One got away. Find him."
Okay.
I want to try and... So go ahead, Jimmy. You're
By
describing.
now, when you gave that command, Kaldaka was close enough you could hear him howl.
Oh, sweet.
He was only 1 more round away.
Oh, good.
Yeah. By the time all this is done. You start searching the mage's pockets,
Yeah.
and you notice that mages carry like spell component pouches and stuff like that. His spell component pouch is missing, and he doesn't have an arcane focus.
Who was searching the mage?
I
Draza.
was.
Okay.
Does.
Did he have anything on him, like any weapons or?
He had a quarterstaff. He had a. Hang on a second.
I'm by the bandit captain.
He
currently,
had
so I'm
a
gonna move
dagger,
myself over there.
a quarterstaff,
Come on.
and that's all you found on him in his empty large pouch. The pouch does look like it was cut recently. After the fireball hit.
Oh, that motherfucker. Okay. Alright, Jimmy, you're frozen for me. Let me refresh.
Which motherfucker?
He cut his pouch.
Or there's a second mage.
Or somebody in the party just took everything out of his pouch.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can tell you who it wasn't. This guy.
Wasn't this guy either?
Because I'm too busy dragging all the corpses.
Yeah, he's dragging
Nice.
corpses. I was headed to the bandit captain because I want to find out
They're not dead.
anything that would identify him as Derigas.
You go up to the bandit captain as he's tied up and
Sleeping.
you're looking at him. Within the contract, you do read that he has a scar behind his right ear, where he got in a bar fight in in Arendor on port side, and he does have the same scar.
Okay.
All that was technically needed was his head to fulfill this contract.
Right. None of these guys needed to be brought back alive.
Yep. So
They should still pay for their crimes.
How much does a horse weigh?
a lot.
I understand that. How much does a horse weigh?
Give me a
Who wants to
second.
know how many people to put
Yeah,
in
it
the
depends
carriage,
on-
I'm assuming.
In real life, it depends on the breed.
Yeah.
Um,
I think a regular horse weighs 480 and a war horse is like...
Roughly
Six.
2,200 pounds. It says an adult horse weighs anywhere from 840 to 2,200 pounds, depending on the breed. So we'll say smack dab in the middle. We'll say 1,400 pounds. No, this is like true physics of a horse.
IRL, yeah, IRL horse.
So we'll say like 1,100 pounds.
Jazza, can you help me pull the dead horses off the carriages?
That's what he wanted to do.
Or
And kind of sarcastically, you hear Silvar yell when he said to pull the dead horses. I sarcastically yell, Roland, they're not for you.
Fuck off.
well, wouldn't it make more sense to roll the carriages away from the dead horses instead of trying to drag a dead horse? One's on wheels, one's not.
I mean, we gotta move that way. Yeah.
Safe
We're still
travel.
blocking the main road at this point.
Yeah, we still gotta move forward, and the horses are in the way of the road, so.
I looked to
Also,
Servask. Go ahead, Roland.
I was also gonna say that I'm gonna start moving the dropped trees as well.
I'm gonna ask Servask, how long does your sleep spell last for? How long will he be unconscious here?
Probably be awake in a very little bit.
Okay, let's make sure we do what we can to not allow him to leave. He is
Let's
the
go
main
ahead
focus of
and,
this contract.
Go ahead and
gonna
tie
take-
him up and then gag him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 5 more feet of rope, and I'm gonna use that to tie up his legs and then gag him.
And
with
he's
it.
officially restrained.
Okay. Do you want me to do another handling check for the legs?
No, because if he gets his hands undone, he can do his legs. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless.
Okay.
Because, like I said, the way I described you
So
tying
the
him
main
up,
thing is getting the hands.
he has
out.
to get the hands freed in order to do anything. Because he can't bend his hands down
So-
beyond that because his elbows are tied together.
So Jimmy, I'm using 5 more feet of rope. I'm taking a cloth out, cutting it. I'm gonna shove that in his mouth. Take the like a foot of rope and then tie that around for like a gag, and then bind his legs with the other 4 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark that out of my inventory.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the mage.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I want to take
Yeah,
one of the crossbow bolts with the bolt still. What's the arrowhead still attached to it, go ahead and make a little insertion. Cast Spare the Dying on the mage in case if that does any damage to actually send him under. And then I'm going to break off the tip of the bolt, put it in, pull his tongue out, and then put it through there, just so that the bolt is going across his face, so he can't actually talk.
Oh, so we are going through with it. Sweet.
You guys watch Servas come over. Bonk. And you see a little bit of blood.
Because I'm dragging a tree and
A little bit of
working.
blood trickles out from the bottom of the tongue, but he's now got a crossbow bolt stuck in his tongue.
Yeah. And I'm trying to cast Spare the Dying to make sure that he doesn't die through this
Okay.
entire process.
Yeah, he doesn't
Now
die.
for the hands. What did we agree on?
Break the hands.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm just going to pull his hand out and be like, hopefully this doesn't kill him either. But I'm gonna say in Bahamut's name, shall not kill my party, and just
Smash him.
smash.
Just
Just see all the
drops
fingers like
mace.
cartoon, just like fingers just.
When you hit with the mace, the hand just sinks into the ground. But when you pull your mace head up, his fingers are bent like this, but backwards.
Oh, they're just like reverse hands. Hold on, where's the camera? It's like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Do that to the other hand, please.
You
To
get
the other hand, okay.
Yeah, both hands.
Servask, like nonchalantly as I'm just hammering, I'm like, Servask, are you squeamish?
It's not that I'm squeamish. I don't wish to do this to people, but he is a problem that we do need to handle.
Well,
This is the best way of handling him with the current supplies that we actually have.
he'll get care once we get to Castle Drakemore.
Also, before I actually bound his legs, Jimmy, I guess I'll undo the bindings if like you want me to like go step by step through it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take some caltrops, put him into a sack, and I'm keeping his feet together, putting his feet in with that sack, then binding it. So if he jumps off, he's stepping into a sack of caltrops. His hands are bound and his mouth is gagged. The bandit captain. So
Nice,
his legs
very
are bound,
creative.
and we'll put him in my carriage.
One thing I just realized, we never actually did any damage to the bandit captain.
No.
No,
Oh,
he
I
didn't.
did. I threw a dagger into his
Oh,
fucking
okay.
chest. Yeah.
And the
so
fireball that his own mage did.
His
Yeah.
fireball that his own mage did, the
Yeah.
Cloud of Cold his own mage did.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Bells Heron.
So, you get the bandit captain tied up. You get the weapons and stuff. I mean, are you stripping all their weapons and keeping them in the cart?
Yes.
What are you doing with
Roland
the
already
people?
said he's taking their weapons away. I don't know
There's
where.
not enough room in all three carts to carry everybody.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
There's
that's
not
yeah, 'cause
enough
all
room
these
to carry
bodies.
all of them?
Not everybody and you guys know.
Slave
we
conga
don't,
line
we
behind
don't
us.
have to.
I can summon wolves and you can ride them.
Oh, Bell's back. Bells, you missed it.
Okay.
The wizard cast fireball and took out your first wave of pixies, and your second wave came through on your next round. And you currently have a turtle that you're petting under your arm.
Just one
I
or
would
both?
actually like to ask Bells if I
Pixies
could
are riding the other
have
one.
the turtle.
Okay.
I would actually like to ask Bells if I could have the turtle.
Sure. Here you go.
Alright, so I'll take that turtle, and then I go and pick up the other turtle, and put them belly to belly, and then wrap them with rope and tie them together.
Oh my
Five
god, no!
uncomfortable.
No!
Okay.
Oh,
You
God.
tie the two shells together.
Alright. And
we
now
throw 'em
I'm
in
gonna
the
go
chest.
put them in a cart.
And you throw him in the chest and shake it up violently.
I can take these pixies and turn the rest of the ones that you've captured also into turtles. And then
They're all
we
sleeping,
could
so,
have a
man.
box full of turtles that as long as
Yeah.
no one did damage to them, it'd be fine.
For the next hour, yeah.
But for the next hour.
Just recast it. I have plenty of spells. We can keep them there all day.
Is it possible, Jimmy, or is it safe for us to say that, or do you want us to actually have to like roll and
As
whatnot?
long as you
Um,
recast the spell.
You'd have to recast Conjure Animal. How many times can you cast Conjure Animal, Jordan?
I can have
To bring
two
the
actions, and I think I can do it 4 times a day.
So,
And I have 2 5th level spell slots that I could bring
4
down. And
hours.
have
how long
2
does your
more.
polymorph last?
Because we just need the majority of the thugs, the mage, and the bandit captain are already taken care of.
Yeah, I believe that polymorph lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
I thought it was 24 hours, but
No, just an
I
hour.
think that's true
No,
polymorph.
it's an hour.
True. Yeah, true polymorph.
So you're running into the issue of being able to keep all these guys polymorphed, where you're gonna have to
But
summon
we only have
fairies.
2 of them right now, right?
You currently
back
have
to
14 thugs, 1 captain, and 1 mage. And the mage has a crossbow bolt through his tongue, and his hands are bent backwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I totally just thought of something. We didn't have to do any of that. I could have just
Too late.
cast a spell on him.
Seems a bit aggressive. You know?
Well, that's what we thought of in the moment.
sounds a little late to be telling us that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think of it.
Alright, we did what we did. The bandit captain's restrained and has a bag of caltrops around his feet, so if he tries to jump off out of the cart, he's not going to really be able to move.
Dogs, dude.
Jeez.
They're upsetty. They didn't get their spaghetti.
I
No,
have
it's
rolled
one dog.
Frozen prey.
1 loud dog.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Roland.
Backer can pull a
I
cart.
refreshed before I could take a screenshot.
Well, no, Kaldaka was looking for that one that got away. Did
Yep.
he end up finding it?
Next couple rounds, no, he ends up not finding him yet. He will eventually scout around and catch onto the scent, depending on how long you want to wait for. That comes now. The next question is, how long are you waiting here for? You got 2 trees down. Well, 1 tree down, 1 tree removed. You have the weapons and stuff stripped off of these guys. Within an hour, the pixies are going to dissipate. So, how long do you
We
want to
should get
stay
moving.
here?
I'm gonna call Kaldaka to me.
Okay.
Just come to me, so it should be a couple seconds before he gets here.
Because the pixies'
After I get the
magic,
bandit,
the pixies' magic ends when they dispel. So they cast polymorph 5 minutes before they dispel. The polymorph ends 5 minutes later.
yeah, so it only lasts as long as the pixies are around.
And I'm gonna finish moving the trees and shit.
Drazaha, you got this sense that Kaldaka is coming to you and feels satisfied.
Wow, I didn't miss much, did I?
You get a feeling of satisfaction from Kaldaka.
Yep.
He got a squirrel.
As you guys hear a single voice, "Ow! What are you? Let go! What the hell?"
Wonderful.
As you see Kaldaka trotting down the road with the ankle of the thug that got away in his mouth, dragging him below Kaldaka, every now and then stepping on him.
I thought
That's
it was
what I
Joe.
like to see.
I was like, oh man.
All right. So I'm gonna be like, find him. Once Kaldaka gets really close, I'm gonna be like, Kaldaka, drop him. All in Draconic.
Kaldaka comes up
Yeah.
and drops him.
And then,
kinda- Looks around, sees the fairies, sees all the chaos,
We just killed a
and
bunch of
he
people.
doesn't have his weapons out, doesn't have any of his weapons on him or anything.
yeah. All right, then I'm gonna.
Morning, sir.
He doesn't have any of his weapons or anything on him.
No, he doesn't. He took off running and tried to get away from Kaldaka and lost a majority of it while he was trying to get away.
Gotcha.
It's a forest squirrel with a gun.
I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, where's your encampment?
He just kind of looks up at you and goes, "Why would I tell you?"
Kaldaka? And then
how close am
Kaldaka
I?
just starts growling and getting closer.
Intimidation check for Kaldaka, please.
Okay, well, if not Kaldaka, I'm gonna intimidate.
You
I
can
got
intimidate
advantage
with
on this.
advantage because Kaldaka's.
Okay, I'm going to intimidation.
Jimmy, while this is going on, I'm gonna make sure the bandit captain's in the first carriage in the back,
Okay.
and then make my way to where Drazaha is, hearing Kaldaka come back with this guy.
You see him, Kaldaka, he like growling at him, and you see, the look in his face, like he wants to tell you, but he's scared. He's like, "He'll kill me. No worse than you'll do to me right now. I'd rather die here.
Who will kill you?
His name is Terran.
All right, hang on. Let me get some paper out.
You're right. Let me get some paper. Let me get some pens.
Yes, sir.
Dravaha proceeds to pull out parchment.
I guess I'm not technically there to hear this.
I feel like we're all kind of like in the vicinity.
I know that Roland's working on getting the trees out.
Yep.
Who's Terran?
He says, I don't know, some black-robed spellcaster. He has this creature with him. It's undead. I'm afraid. And you see him like stumbling over his words.
What do you mean it's undeath?
It's a zombie of some kind.
He stays in your encampment.
He comes to the encampment every so often.
How often?
Usually on a full moon.
How far away are we from a full moon? Actually, I wouldn't know that.
No.
I could.
Bells
I could
would.
tell you exactly.
Bells could. Bells. As soon as the solstice would end, it would be the full moon.
Okay, guys. As soon as the solstice would end, it would be a full moon.
Thank you, Bells.
Okay, so it's about
You're welcome.
week and a half or so.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sober bells or drunk bells?
Oh, I'm silver bells right now.
Currently. That's why he was able to tell us when the full moon was.
Yeah, notice he's not spouting off recipes?
Yep.
Not true.
Okay,
I'm
so we still have a week. Where's your encampment?
He says it's west of here. About a
I
day's
thought
ride.
he wasn't gonna tell us. What a
I'm gonna,
nice guy.
I'm gonna insight check the shit out of him. Insight check the shit out of that.
Oh yeah, I'll do the same. Oh, never mind, Josh. I
Nah,
got it.
dude's lying.
Okay, I got this, guys. Don't worry. So I'm gonna wander over to the lad. Gonna reach into my bag of colding, pop out a nice pint of some of the shit I've been drinking. It's been a long day. Why don't we kick back and have a drink?
He looks at you really confused.
Don't worry, I'll have one with you. And I pull out another one. I hand him the tasty, frothy beverage.
He slowly reaches for it, like, confused.
Does he drink it?
He kind of feels he has no choice, so he drinks it.
How does that work for him?
I don't know. What is it?
Just the normal beat obsidian drink
Um,
that I just get wasted on all the time.
it gets him really hammered.
That's convenient. I ask him how he likes that one and if he'd like another.
This shit's fucking awesome, man. You got more?
Yeah, here you go. Bottoms up. I hand him
One
another
drink,
one.
you get drunk.
Starts chugging it. It's very potent.
Crazy.
Took
Okay,
3
now
months.
ask him questions.
Where's your encampment at?
Cam, it's in a hidden waterfall. It's a place that used to be called Rune.
I know exactly the place.
Do you?
Do you have any horses?
Yeah, we do have horses there. We have, I want to say, he's starting to try to count on his hands, and he's trying to focus his eyes, rolling the back of his head. He's trying to pass out. What the hell is in that shit, man?
Are there a lot of people there?
He goes, generally, no, just us and the supplies. Tons of supplies that are supposed to go to Drakmor. We were, he grabs his head, told not to let any supplies go up north to choke off Drakmor. Oh, what is in that stuff? My head, it's just
That's
pounding.
good, right?
And
I'm not even drunk, just sitting next to him drinking more.
you see him like starting to scratch at his head
Uh-oh.
and tear at the flesh on his skull.
Oh God, he's under a curse.
And as he was continuing to say something and explain, he goes, "Ah!" lets out a scream and falls limp to the
I
ground.
raise my glass to cheers his dead corpse and keep drinking. See, I didn't even have to hurt him.
That
Thanks, Bell.
Did it
wasn't you,
look
Bell.
magical, or does it look like he was just in pain from the alcohol?
Oh, no,
It looked like there was something affecting his mind.
Bells, that wasn't you, right?
I raise my glass and give you a wink.
I'm gonna yell towards Roland. I'm gonna like, hey, Roland.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in my room, so. What's up, fam?
Can tell.
What's up, homie? I'm gonna go ahead and ask if you can send a message spell to Alicrath and inform him that there's some unknown entity named Terran who's trying to choke off Drackmore, and it's at a waterfall. All the information we just got.
Sure thing, just write that down for me,
Okay.
and then I'll send it.
Okay.
And it's 25 words or less.
Okay. 25 words or less. Okay.
Taras,
This little diffuser.
Taras,
Yes.
do you know anyone back in Stonebriar that could come and meet us halfway to get our prisoners?
Roland, why am I not invited to that party?
Are you talking about the four
Like-
people rummaging around my room for stuff?
Hang on. Let me...
The scavenging party, and it's live, ladies and gentlemen. It is live.
I just need a UCF flag, like right here on my stream. So I have the Orlando City and then like UCF right here. It'd be fucking perfect.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool. Represent.
Hey.
So while Drazaha's typing that up, you guys still have 3 dead horses, 3 carriages, some thugs, some turtles.
We have, man, we still have those unconscious thugs.
Silvar.
You are 2.5 days away from Stonebriar.
Mm-hmm.
You
I don't want
are
us to have to backtrack though with all
the
these
rest of
supplies.
today and 2 days from Drackmore. If you guys went nonstop and traveled, day and rest at night, you could get to Drackmore in 2 days.
So Vask, what did you need?
Should I send a message back to the Adventuring Guild about our courier? Seeing if they could send someone to come get it for us?
I don't think we could trust anybody there to not claim this as their
Bounty
own.
as themselves, yes.
Well, isn't the
We need
bounty...
to be the one to bring them back.
Aren't we the ones that are tied to the bounty? Not anyone else can take it?
As far as I understood it, if anyone else shows up with them, they get the reward. So, we need to be the ones to bring these fugitives back.
Which isn't an issue, because the only one we actually need to bring back is the head. The rest of them can pay for their crimes in Drackmore.
Right.
It is, after all, Drackmore that they are cutting off from food supplies.
Good catch there, Draws.
So, I would
Cheers.
rather have Alicrath deal with these bandits, but we do need to bring Daragus back to Stonebriar.
Yes, Roland.
What would be the issue with getting everybody in the carts? Would it be that there's not enough space, or that the horses aren't strong enough?
One, the horses wouldn't be strong enough to hold the amount of bodies to fit in 3 carts, as there's already pretty much at max limit with the supplies. 2, space-wise, you could fit, you're in the back of the cart, maybe 2 or 3 people inside the cart and 2 people up front. So you're looking at 4 people per cart total, because it's packed with supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So space and weight is the issue.
Right, because I can get rid of the weight issue.
What? Y'all play with encumbrance?
For the horses, yeah.
And for the players.
Well, yeah, for the players now. I mean, everybody in the game has a bag of holding, so.
I
Can't,
guess I'm that one.
you can't put horses or people in a bag of holding, just an FYI.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
We could put supplies in the bag of holding.
Technically, there is a limit to what you put in the bag of holding because the bag of holding only opens up to be about that big. So
Yeah, big, exactly.
can't put.
Yeah, could we fit like all the supplies in the bag of holdings?
Nope.
No.
They're crates of.
Yeah, it's crates of supplies.
Ah,
He's too much. He's in the game. He can't pay attention.
Let's just
What?
go ahead and make a sled out of the down trees.
What?
We can cut the trees to where they're narrow enough to where they can give us put two, make an H out of it, and then put sticks and logs across it to give it a frame, to where we make like a nomadic sled, to where we can just hold bodies on the sled and drag them along with us.
I mean, I could just druid craft a wheeled cart probably,
Or
or at least a sled, and then drag it with conjured wolves.
we could do that. I'm trying to think of stuff that's not magical, since magic has times.
I'm okay with whatever.
It's up to you guys. You guys are the ones here.
Yep. I feel like druid
Can we
crafting
just, like-
at least would take up less time, and Bells, I trust you to do that
like
quick
chain
enough.
and rope them and then make them walk.
Or we could do that. I've seen many of people on my travels do that.
Considering the fact that we still need to pass through a rune with these people, we also need to discuss how we're going to handle that. Are we heading straight to Drakmore and dealing with a rune on the way down?
I feel like leading a bunch of bandits into a city is probably the worst thing we could do.
Well, sent a message. Arun's abandoned. We sent a message to Alakraz. Hopefully, his forces will come down and handle with Arun.
Halfway.
I mean, that's not
You're
the way.
trusting Alakraz.
I'm gonna wait.
Yes,
Silvar!
Bells.
Rolling.
Sorry, there was this song
What's
in
up?
my head for some reason.
I'll
I was
type it
yelling
in.
Over. I met a rogue, tight person on one of my travels once, and we had a similar issue, and he was able to call forth some help to arrange traveling or plans for the bandits. So maybe, do you know anybody in the area you could send out and maybe have some lackeys come and escort our property where it needs to go?
Currently, my guild is still under reconstruction, so having something moved as large as this, I don't know if we can spare that many people. The rogue you spoke to, do you know what guild he was from?
Oh, it's been years.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I have no way to contact anyone yet without actually being in Stonebriar, so... But it is a thought.
For shame.
Well, let's just slave walk them. Just tie them all together and
Whistling.
walk.
It's going to take longer for us to travel.
I know.
How
Like
long is halfway?
if Bells is willing to make a sled, at least we can attach them to the back of the carriages and the horse can do the work.
How long is halfway at our movement speed, Jimmy?
How long is a half day at a movement
No,
speed?
halfway. It says, understood, I will meet you halfway.
Move over to here, transfer to here.
Maybe halfway.
Literally a couple hours, you'll be here. Halfway, roughly be here, so it'd be 1 day. 1 day's travel, not
Okay.
including today. 1 day's travel is where you guys would meet with the battalion of soldiers.
And that's normal movement speed.
That's at normal movement speed, because the carts move at walking speed. It's not like you're just riding horses and just riding fast. You gotta go by a slower speed. So they could walk behind if you had enough rope to tie them up.
I've got 50 feet on me.
I have 40 left.
You guys will hit a rune before the night.
Yep. which means we may run into
Don't
scouting
forget-
party looking for their men.
Just outside of Arun, in the forest, there is a place you know to stay.
Yep.
Bells had a friend that had a home there.
Wait, outside of
Oh yeah.
The Ogre's Cave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what I
The
was
Ogre's
thinking,
Cave.
that's
and
our current
also
location right now, right?
Titan's house.
No, but that's in Arun where the bandits are currently
I
staying.
think
No,
Titan's
it's
house
on
was
the outskirts.
destroyed.
Hold on. This is our current location, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
The Druid Sanctuary is right here. It's in the forest just north of us.
The Druid Sanctuary is over here, yes.
Yeah, it's right here. You said it's at the base of this mountain.
Yep.
Why don't we just take them a little bit up to the Druids and then have the Dryads help transport stuff?
Would they be okay with that?
I would hope so. They're a friendly herd as long as you're not killing nature. But that can't be that.
Roger. Maybe lay low with the fireballs.
Maybe not fire.
He looks over and goes, I understood. Sorry. I got a little carried
It's
away.
not your fault. You stopped that mage from doing any more harm to the rest of the party. So
Well, I mean, we're as close to the Dryad Sanctuary as any of us have been since it has become.
Bells,
fully
if you
taken.
have a safe place for us to stay for the night so that we don't need to pass through Arun and deal with the rest of their encampment or being spotted by any reinforcements they would send our way, I'm
As soon as
more
we
than
start
happy to stay
walking
that
into
way.
the sanctuary, we'll be protected by nature there. The nature guardians will protect us.
Alright, I'm game.
That to me sounds like the safest way so that we aren't caught by the rest of these bandits.
Actually, that's about perfect. So you guys decide to head through the woods to the Guardians.
Is that what we're doing?
I personally
I
think
think
it's
so.
okay, yeah.
It'll take
Carts.
a little bit longer to travel because of the fact you're not on a road with carts. You got to try to find a pathway where you can get the carts through the trees and everything.
Mhm.
But you're actually not that far from where the sanctuary begins.
So as we enter, I want to pull out that petrified whistle that you guys saw me get all those months ago. I want to blow the whistle as we enter into the sanctuary.
As you enter into the sanctuary, you guys don't really notice anything different. It looks just like trees. Until Bells blows on a whistle that makes a slight sound. It really sounds like a broken whistle in all reality.
Like a dog whistle?
Kind of, but not
Dog
even
whistles
that.
are
I mean,
broken.
dog whistles are high pitched. This is just like... It just does not sound like it is a functioning whistle.
Just like a hollow sound.
With that,
I'll
you
be
hear
right back.
what sounds like 20 or 30 trees fall. As you look and see 6 to 7 large tree-like creatures turn around and look down at you, and you see eyes, a face, arms as you are staring at treants.
That's neat.
As you guys enter into the sanctuary, the treants walk beside you as the forest in front of you seems to spread away like a parting of the sea, allowing the carriage and stuff to travel freely.
I want to make small talk with the treants while we're walking.
I don't think you can.
Do you
unless
speak
can
Sylvan?
plants.
I don't, but I would still like to talk to them.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Just for the fuck of it, I'm gonna cast tongues on myself.
Okay, well, he's going to do that. I'm going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
So that way I can talk to them too. I want to let them know that I'll point out the bandits, that they are the intruders and that we're aiming to escort them through. So if for some reason they try to get out of our control or anything like that, that they are hostile and should be taken care of immediately.
So,
So
do
you
come
say
here
that,
often?
and one of the treants that you were talking to, you see this crack of a smile go up on its face, and its branches sprout like this and go, and looks down at them, and you see them like freaking out because there's a tree. I mean, you got them tied up behind the cart, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're freaking out because all of these treants are around, and you notice a few vines start to slither on the ground as a few other living plant creatures are currently now trailing you guys. As the bandits are huddling more together, more towards the cart, like, help us?
I would like to use Druidcraft to have some of the vines, like the living vines, come up and spread around the rope that is connecting them together and form a chain from neck to neck to neck of living vine as we're in the nature sanctuary.
Okay. And as that happens, they start to freak out. They're talking like, what's going on? And the bandit captain just doesn't seem phased by it.
So,
Does he seem like a mind-dead zombie?
Nope. Seems like he's had his share of arrests before.
But is he
And
the one that his mind, like, melted away from?
no, that was the thug.
Oh, okay.
So do you come here often?
The tree kind of stops and looks down at you and starts speaking in Sylvan, which is a matter of clacks, gurgles, and growls, almost like primordial. And yeah, actually, I come to the base of the mountain a lot. You must be new here. Are you one of Belz's friends?
I am one of Belz's friends. This is actually my first time in the sanctuary.
Well, welcome to the sanctuary. You know Belz is the guardian of this place. He makes an
That's what
excellent
I've
berry
heard.
juice. Have you had his berry juice yet?
I have had it several times, and
The drug trees.
it's
We're talking to trees right now.
Yeah, he's got the
Welcome.
tongue spell up, talking to treants while you guys are walking.
In the fucking evening, we make a like cultural dance out of drunk fucking treants that are like dancing around the fire.
So you guys get back towards the sanctuary. You find a clear area, and as you guys come up to the sanctuary, there's a cave in the side of the mountain. And in this cave is an ancient dryad. This dryad's name was Valsun. Valsom. Valsun.
So you said was. Is that no longer the case?
No, that is the case.
So his name is.
Yeah.
You
Well,
had me concerned. I thought he died.
he's elder and on the point of passing. This dryad is of an ancient origins, as he is a long forgotten being. In the cave, as you guys approach, you see the treants kneel down. Outside of this cave, as you guys approach, this cave looks small. The back of it stands about 20 feet up. It's a huge cave, almost like the entrance of a dragon's cave.
Okay, lads, let me lead here. As we
Oh, yeah, go
like-
for it.
I just kind of bend my head forward and yeah, lead the way.
As
Is it right
you-
there?
As you start to walk into the cave, you see torchlights lighting up the way down. Although eerie, you see living matter growing up on the walls. Flowers that should not be able to grow inside a cave, yet they do grow inside a cave. You see living grass. Every now and then you swear you see like little 3-inch tall creatures like poke their head out, giggle, and disappear within the vines. As you guys walk into this cave about 30-40 feet, with the carriages following, I'm assuming, as it comes into a large open area, before you, sleeping on a big bed of roses, grass, and other soft plants, is a giant wood dragon.
That's neat.
As the
Silver's
dragon-
jaw just kind of dropped.
As the dragon lifts its head up and looks over to you, it has moss for a beard. Its wings have no like where the dragon's wings should have some type of thin membrane to glide. There's nothing but a few bits and pieces of branches missing leaves.
I'm gonna cough and look at Bells. I'm like, there's a fucking dragon. And then I'm gonna like tuck my head down, like, don't look at him.
I'm gonna approach the dragon, and I'm going to druid salute, some kind of formal curtsy, Say
Has
elder.
Drazaha ever heard of any type of dragon like this before?
You have never heard of any type of wood dragon, sylvan, anything within the history books.
I am so confused then.
I'm not seeing anything other than dragon, so I'm just like, I go look.
Surprise! This is the
Well, no.
avatar of Malorn.
As the dragon looks over at your comrades and it sees the bandits tied, it smiles and says, Bells, did you bring lunch?
Elder, we are here to seek sanctuary for the evening as we take these enemies of the forest through to have them disposed of elsewhere. My friends seek asylum for the evening.
Friends of Bells are always welcome here. And with that, behind you guys hear rumbling as part of the wall comes alive and steps out as two shambling mounds step from the pile of living material on the sides. These mounds will escort you guys to a place you may rest.
Spike! Dusty, I call out. How you guys been?
Shambling mounds like...
At which point, Silvar just turns to Bells and... So, this is what you were doing for the last 3 months.
No, lad. This is what I was doing. And I hand you a drink.
I take it,
So,
put it in my bag.
you guys see Bells approach the Elder Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find my list here. Let me see if I have it. And I have 1 extra pint of a liquid that you guys had never seen before, like color-wise. And it is the special, like the most rare one of the elixirs that I have made, and I offer it to the dragon.
You see the dragon stand up and his wood would creak like a giant tree waving in the wind. Starts to change in size, shrinking down to what would be a humanoid form, but still with leaves, with moss, a moss beard, leaves for hair. Elderly looking. Smiles and speaks in common. Not such a booming voice, but more of a soft, gentle, ooh, what flavor is this?
I think he'll like it.
I do not remember this one.
That's the one that restores the spell slots.
Got it. He smells it, takes a swig, washes it around in his mouth. Ah, very delicious.
Roland's gonna look like hearing their voice change from a dragon to like a person. He's gonna lean his head up and just like peek and be like, "Oh, no dragon."
I'm gonna tap Roland on the head and say, "Yes, the dragon. He went away, Roland."
All right, good. Another problem for another day.
That is my strongest and most rare creation.
He says,
Hopefully it will help take some of the age or restore some time to you.
thank you, Bells.
Take away some of the age. He's saying you're old.
I called him elder. He knows he's old.
He says the sprites, pixies, and fairies will prepare you guys some food for the evening, gathering of the berries and what have you. As you know, on the sanctuary grounds, let your friends know, killing a living creature is not permitted.
Of course they know that.
Excellent.
That's why they're here and are going to be under the protection of nature and follow by its rules, as I glance back.
As he glances back, I kind of tilt my head reluctantly and say, "Whatever you say, Bells."
Just for
These,
today.
people that we're escorting, though, do not follow our laws or our ways, they should definitely be considered criminals and should be punished if they're not, under our cover here.
Do they need
Do
a
not
place
go
to
away.
be stored for now?
Also, I'm not in the correct state of mind to remember where in the sanctuary was I working on all my crafts?
He smiles and says,
Can Spike show me the way?
"Yes, it's the one you
We do
call
not know the way.
Spike can show you the way. The other shambling mound shall take the prisoners and lock them in the vine cages."
Perfect. The spiky ones, right? With the poison?
Yes, the uncomfortable stays. As one of the shambling mounds, the one you call Spike, comes up to you, as he walks by you, nonchalantly puts his hand out for 5. As he walks by you and the elder,
You just see a vine come like out of my sleeve and just like smack him that crisp high 5.
as he walks towards a location in the back of the cave, the other shambling mound goes over and starts grabbing the prisoners and just setting them inside its body. As it gets larger and larger and larger and larger, and as everybody's just like hands and legs and heads sticking out, they're freaking out.
Tell me he just rolls away. Just
As he walks over to one of the walls towards the interior parts of the cave and just starts grabbing them and throwing them to the walls, vines wrap them up and hold them upside down, bound.
Are you throwing the mage and the bandit captain in there as well? I'm assuming.
Yeah, all of them are going there.
Okay.
They're not
I'm gonna
getting
take the caltrops off of the bandit captain's feet then, so he can actually walk
Okay.
and put
Maybe
it back
he
in my
can
bag.
You'll notice that since these are prisoners, the living plants are not very nice to them. They like instead of
to be
allowing
fair,
them
I
to
call them
generally
enemies
walk,
of nature.
they use their vines to grab the legs, yank their feet out from underneath them, and use a show of force.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, like there's no way that they could actually escape. Like there's a fucking elder dragon here.
Yeah,
There's a
no,
bunch
no,
of fucking angry trees for miles.
yeah.
Angry trees for miles. Yeah.
Considering the distance from the cave to the edge is 5 miles, they would have to make it 5 miles, and the sanctuary talks to itself. So, yeah, good luck with that.
So, I'm gonna send out Spike and my boys to start gathering me some materials. Should probably make a couple rolls on that, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep, go ahead and make those rolls. As Spike takes you, all of you basically, back towards Bell's laboratory, inside a magic-made cavern system. You come inside and you see what would be Walter White's dream meth lab, but made for berries in the medieval times, with beakers and alchemy stones. And you see Roderick's eyes just light up as he's an alchemist himself.
Don't touch anything, or drunk bells will beat your mother.
He's like, I won't. This is just amazing. I mean,
I'll restrain you if I have to.
you see this look of confusion in his eyes as, in all honesty, compared, you're in the middle of nowhere, in a cave, with all of this stuff, and it's almost equal to, if not better than what he had in school. In the city where the stuff is at.
You mute when the dogs are barking?
Nope.
Fuck you.
At least he's
I'll
honest.
mute him myself.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send a couple of shambling mounds out then. So you want me to roll for him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Nope.
God.
I need to work on my survival rolls.
Absolutely. So, with that, Bell sends some shambling mounds. You see some of these large living creatures Umber Hulk themselves away out into the darkness. Here you are in Bell's laboratory.
Well, first things first, rolling.
What's up, my dude?
Papers, notes, instructions. right over there. And I point to a desk. There's just fucking papers everywhere.
Roland.
That's Drunk Bell's station, so good luck.
Roland, if you could ever write like a 1,000-page book, right, and stack the papers nice and neat, there would be like hundreds of books on this desk. Now throw them all into the air at once and then land, and that's what the desk looks like.
Oh, that's organized, by the way. Don't mess it up too much, because Drunk Bells won't be able to find anything, and he gets a little upset.
How is it organized?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'll tell you in a little bit, though.
All right, well, I'm gonna start at the top and start reading.
All right.
I'm gonna take a page, read it, and then put it back where I got it.
Okay.
Take a page up, read it, and put it back where I got it.
You'll pretty much read until you pass out then, because there's a lot of stuff to read.
There's bunts of papers just fucking thrown everywhere.
Yeah. Talking about different types of berries mixed with roots, mixed with guts of certain bugs that produce certain properties, from certain underwater creature secretions to algae to largely gathered pollen sacs of mixtures for tinctures and potions and wines that he's made and crafted.
Yeah, that's nothing. You should look through that back room over there. That's the storehouse for all the ingredients that
Did
I've
you say
gathered.
back room or bathroom?
No, I said back room. It's the one. Just move those vines to the side and just walk through.
And with that,
I'll take a page and walk to the back room.
you go to the back room and you thought the desk was a mess. This is an entire room that has papers and random herbs and items all over it.
They're all organized. What do you mean a mess? I know where everything is if I'm drunk enough.
Bells, I don't think I could ever be drunk enough to understand this.
But try. And I hand you another fucking pint. Well, let's get to studying. As I race.
With
I
that,
fall asleep normally over there in that corner.
there was
Jaws, and I
a
just
small
point over to the wall.
female voice, soft and quiet, comes up and says, excuse me, but the elders said that you guys might need a place to stay, and we've tried to mimic that of a room you might stay at in one of your cities.
Oh, there you go, guys. You can follow her, her. Roland and I will just we're doing studying, so that means that we're gonna wake up probably in that corner over there. So you know, like
It's
normal.
a terrible idea. And then I down the drink.
So the little dryad female takes you guys to what would be a inn room, but made from branches and vines and a bed, but there's no blanket, but there are plants that are warm. So it's almost like sleeping on a warming pad.
Oh, neat.
Oh, we don't get that, Roland.
Too bad I don't get that. I get to sleep on the floor.
Hey, it's a floor made out of plants, though. It can't be that bad. At least there's no insects in here.
Technically,
They
any
don't
wooden
like
floor, technically made out of plants.
Yes, but it's not concrete. You fucker.
So,
They have concrete. They have towers and buildings. So
Yeah, but that's maybe more of stone.
yeah, but stone. They also had concrete
All right,
thousands
Bells.
of years ago. I'm pretty sure
How
they could
drunk-
figure it out in a fantasy world.
How drunk do I need to be
Fucking so hot,
to
so holy
understand this?
shit.
If you have to ask that question, you're probably not there yet.
Great.
So here you go.
Roland, you spend the evening getting hammered. You get to the point
First
right.
time in forever.
You get to the point right before you pass out, and all of a sudden a light bulb goes off, and everything makes sense on where he has everything organized, and then you pass out.
Before I pass out, Drunk Me is gonna spiel about his past to Bells, but no one else.
Okay.
Do you want to go down to the room down below? Which actually be kind of nice for others to hear as well. So
Yeah, well, technically it's in the show, so it would be
yeah,
nice to.
that is true.
I mean, do you want me to say right here?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Why
only
not?
Bells would know. So
Yeah.
Only
alright.
Bells knows. We don't know.
So get this shit right. Apparently I'm like a king of Canada.
Of Canada? Where the hell's Canada?
Canada, not Canada. What is
Oh
Canada?
shit, man.
Yeah, anyways, apparently I've been alive for like forever,
Wow.
at least.
You need like
Right.
another one of these then. To hand you to the drink.
And then there was a big battle, and then I went to sleep
Oh.
in a rock.
Okay.
And then I woke up. I didn't remember anything. That's me.
Oh.
I'm the guy in the rock. I'm the king. I'm the rock man.
The Rock King.
But you gotta keep it a secret though. Nobody knows. It's just me.
The walls literally have ears, but that's okay.
Shh, they don't know. I'm just telling you.
Belay that! Belay that! Belay that.
Also, there's apparently Roland's not my name either.
Oh. What is your real name?
It starts with a Z. It's Zarin, Zoloff, Zebra.
What's a zebra?
I don't know. It just came to my mind.
Oh.
I can't remember. It's definitely something with a Z though.
You think that's crazy? I'm pretty sure the elder in the other room knows you. Like knows you. Knows of you. Like, have you talked to him? Because he knows everything. He's just a little bit old, so he needs a protector.
I haven't talked to him, at least not that I remember.
So
I think the only people I know that know who I am, like really know who I am, are the king of Arendor. Kind of knows me, I think, but I don't think he like knows me. Like I know him, and I know where because I used to be friends with him apparently, but I don't know if he remembers. That was a while ago. That was before sleeping in the rock.
right. So there's rocks around here, and
No,
like maybe
not
some of
those
your
kind of
friends.
rocks.
Oh.
The shiny rocks. What are they called?
Oh, like the awakening gems.
Maybe?
You
I don't
remember
know.
we were in that other fantasy world, and before you killed me, I made a puppy out of plants with a gem, right? Wait, did I imagine that? You killed me before, right?
And then I just lean over and throw up real quick. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds possible at this point. Make sure you talk to Elder at some point. But so
you have to
hold-
write that down.
hold on 1 second, and you see Bells just take another huge drink, and then he's like completely focused. He has now achieved drunken serenity. Sir Roland, perhaps you should discuss your future and your past with the elder in the other room. He may be able to maybe not know anything that you need, but he might be able
Now,
Probably. You could.
I'm so drunk he's whispering.
You could
Love it.
you could have an audience with him if you'd like.
Does he sleep? Do you sleep?
We're sleeping right now.
I'm sleeping right now?
Well, you should be.
What?
Anyway, please don't interrupt, Sir Roland. I'm currently working on restoring the official attire for the Guardian of the Nature Sanctuary. And so if you would like, we can try it out on you first, and we can get you an audience with the Elder himself. And then you can ask him any questions.
I think I might have heard you wrong, but it sounded like you said you wanted to put me in clothes?
Yeah, you're going to pass out. I'm going to take some measurements. And then when you wake up, you won't know what happened.
And at that point in time, thud, he hits the ground.
What if I...
I'm not quite sure that I like where...
That's when Roland got roofied.
Dun, dun, dun. So, Bells was tired of spooning with Drazaha in the future, so now he's got Roland all to himself.
Yep.
This episode of How I Met Your Mother.
So, you guys in the other room find yourselves well rested with a bowl of berries and nuts and a mixture of other edible plants and things. There seems to be light in the room from some type of bugs that are staying in a very central area. A closer examination goes, they are a type of lightning bug. There's just an abundance of them to make enough lights. As you guys lay down on the beds to relax, to drift off to sleep, some of the plant-like vines lay loosely up and over your arms, your legs, some of them on your body itself, and seem to provide as much warmth as a blanket. And when you go to move, they doesn't even feel like they're there. They act as if it is a blanket. As all of you go to
Back
sleep,
home.
unless otherwise stated.
I passed out.
I didn't know if Drunk Bells has some work to do.
What's the command word, by the way?
For what?
Good. For the thing I just did.
Poopy butthole.
Tune to the scimitar.
Okay.
So I want to try and recreate royal guardian attire for the ancient civilizations, and then I want to dress up, and whether or not there was anything that as actually true, that's what Bells is thinking. So he's going to dress up Roland in armor that's completely made of roots and flowers and looks very prestigious and regal, yet kind of flamboyant. And that's what he's going to wake up in tomorrow to be ready for his audience.
Don't forget to put flowers in my beard and everything, too.
Of course.
That is amazing. Yep.
So, you spend the time working on that, getting it
Basically
prepared.
druidcraft mixed with bark skin.
Yeah. Morning comes. Sober Bells is back.
Sober Bells.
You wake up
Not
and you
for
see Roland, who
It's
normally
nice to be home again.
at that point in time, Roland, you wake up to hear an "oh my god" with this low pain in between your eyes, just right in the center of your head, just behind your eyes. As you come to and you smell this fragrance in the air around you.
How do you see after drinking this?
You need some of this. Here. And I hand you something else to drink.
Hair of the dog.
Yep.
I hate you. I take a sip.
Okay.
You take a sip and not as drunk as last night, but it hits you and all of a sudden, like a Kickstarter, somewhat of the conversation that you had, not in the detail, but you know what you might have said, maybe. Maybe it was a dream, maybe? But you're still...
Are you remembering anything about the organization skills of this place? Because it's super convenient, right? Drunk Bells knows what's up.
Do I remember anything about the organization?
You're not drunk enough.
Did you remember anything about making anything booze-wise?
Did I make anything last night?
Good question. It's always a surprise in the morning. Speaking of surprising, wow, you look awesome, yet slightly flamboyant.
Roland, you look down and you're all decked out in like wood armor with flowers and intricate vines tying together and different types of druidic emblems.
You have the nature emblem, like
I have
like.
to ask if this is over my adamantite armor or if he took it off.
Oh no, it's over the armor. I ain't like
Okay.
that. I'm not that
Okay,
kind
cool.
of. I'm not that kind of druid. But you know,
I'm
whenever
like
someone
looking around,
asks
like
something,
like
and you see
looking
that
at it and
symbol,
like nodding my head, like I can dig it. I can work with this.
you have Bells' symbol just on your chest. And
More-
it's like
I mean, there might
long,
be-
flowing, like fucking.
there might be
capes.
another symbol I would prefer, but
It looks like you're ready for an audience. Did you have questions to ask the elder?
did I? Did we talk last night?
Maybe. You were here, and then you were there again. And if you woke up in this room, that means that you were working on stuff last night. So we must have been productive. Because I'm always productive when I wake up in this spot.
I don't know how I am. I don't drink a whole lot, or ever.
Well, hold on. We need to go look at the finished product table.
Oh, good.
Jimmy, I'd like
There's
to
a
go
finished
over
product
and,
table.
and look at the table where I normally find all of the shit that I make in the evening.
There are 3 random vials there, and if you would go ahead and roll them, please.
Ooh, 2 8s. Let's look at the list and see what they are.
Yeah, see, I don't have the list currently in front of me, so.
All right, so the first one is a good berry ale. And then 2 of them are the dryad malts that we've been drinking all night. Hell yeah. Nice.
Is that just what he made, or did I manage to do anything?
Not a clue.
That's all that's there. That's what we did. Some nights are more productive than others.
Neat.
Yo, to be fair though, like what that actually means is the good berry ale is a greater healing potion. So you made a greater healing potion and 2 random beers in one night. It's pretty good considering how long it normally takes to make a healing potion.
Yeah, except we were super drunk. And I don't really remember anything.
Time-wise, that works great.
Shifting over to Servask, Silvar, and Drazahaj, as you guys wake up to the sound of a rustling around you, like being in the middle of the woods during a summer morning when the wind picks up, except for it's not just wind, it's the living plants around you starting to wake, come to life, and move around. As you hear the groanings of the soldiers, not soldiers, but bandits and thugs, talking amongst each other, trying to find a way to get out, and screaming as these living creatures put them back in their place very uncomfortably. You guys wake up.
Like, we wake up to them yelling. Like
Yep.
they're just like yelling. I just go, ugh, shut the bandits up. And I like kind of like get out of bed. And grab hold of Death's Talon, put it in my hands, cross over, and I start my morning prayer to the Raven Queen.
As you go to get up, you notice that you're helped up by the living vines themselves as they support you until you're completely upright on your own.
Dude, fucking great service here. I gotta thank Bells for this. This is A1, 5 stars.
All this time, Roland was asleep on the fucking ground. I can't wait till you guys explain to him how great your night's sleep was.
Right? You guys fell asleep on like the fucking kitchen floor. We were sleeping
Right.
on like the beds upstairs in the house and shit. Fucking crazy house party.
Enjoyed that.
I'm going to say to the Raven Queen, I seek your guidance this day for knowledge of the one they call Terran. He seeks to use undeath to gain power. and I understand that Arcus still has his phylactery out there. I haven't, in these last 3 months, I still haven't been able to get any closer to this. This bothers me. I need your guidance more than ever now.
Silvar, roll percentiles.
One. Come on, one.
Yeah. 91.
Still got the 1, just 90 in front of it.
Yep, 90 in front of it.
During your prayer
91%
time,
chance she responds.
during your time of prayer, you get this feeling that you're on the right path. That your fate will be connected in due time. To both Ericus and to this Terran.
That's Terrafin.
No, Terran.
Oh.
Tara Finn is the other guy, the
Yep,
Uh,
Turfin's the
drow.
other guy.
Yeah,
the
my
drow.
To which point I stand up, tuck the dagger away, and yeah, gather my things.
So
Is everyone
Vask.
else up already?
Drazaha, you guys wake up in the morning. You notice Silvar stand down and kneel for his prayers for morning times.
And I usually, I've already been up for a little bit. I would like to say, because once I heard them talking, I woke up, and then I've already done my prayers.
Okay. And much like Silvar, when you guys get out of bed, you feel the living plants lift up and help support you as you stand. And as you guys get up and start to walk out of the room, all of a sudden, all of the plants start to move. The vines recede back into it, and this was just part of the cave. Just the cave wall itself of living brambles and vines formed this room.
Silvar,
It is.
Sir Vask?
when you pray to your god, what do you do? What does your god do in return? I am very new to this practice. I do not know what it means to be a man of holy.
I don't see myself as a holy man either. I just see myself as being guided by mine.
Then why do you pray?
I pray because it gives me a sense of peace. The Raven Queen has given me so much now. She has helped guide me in my life and led me to places where I didn't think I'd be. She gave me the ability to help my allies, and we were able to thwart Arrakis 3 months ago. Without her powers, I don't know if I would have been able to do that. When I pray, there's always this sense, or this feeling that I get that she's watching over me. Whether or not she chooses to aid me in that moment, or if she feels as though she needs to guide me in another direction, is always yet to be seen. In the end, your path and your actions are done by yourself. If you seek for your God's guidance, take a moment to yourself in isolation or among others and begin to speak. The best way to start a prayer is just to begin saying the words.
All right.
I was lost most of my time when I first spoke to the Raven Queen, but seeing the way Roland speaks to his god intrigued me enough to get more in tune with mine. So,
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of how I do my prayers. I'm like, yo, what's up, Dad?
Yeah.
It's like super informal. He's like,
Yep.
Maybe more Drazaha, and then
Yeah, right.
Draws is the righteous one.
Yeah.
Roland's just like, yo, what up, man? Yo,
Well,
on this day,
technically Sylvar
crazy
started
idea.
learning about religion when Roland would begin praying in the corner of a room when we were stuck in the maze. So
Yep.
Yep.
that was Sylvar's first meeting with religion before the Raven Queen spoke to him when we were in the maze. So that's when she actually first spoke to him. So even though he was following some of her religion before that, she never really made contact with him until that point. So, anyways, out of character stuff, but
Now that everybody's caught up.
excerpt for those watching.
I might give this praying a try. And I want to head back to this. How exactly did you pray? Did you just stand with the dagger right there?
That's what I did. Yeah, I had took my dagger in hand, held it over, and knelt next to the bedside after I woke up. It was like literally, it was like the first thing you saw me do because I sleep with that dagger in particular close.
And was I able to see how Drazaha prayed? Or was I still asleep?
Jimmy.
I woke up quite a bit earlier.
So probably not.
Yeah, you probably didn't see how I prayed.
Okay.
Well, you would have seen technically Drazaha pray when he was smashing the dude's knuckles, but it was a quick it was a quick thing. And then
That's a battle pray.
Yeah, battle pray, yeah.
Alright. I'll go ahead and take out my whip.
Okay.
Just hold it in my hand, kind of lay it across to where one end's on one end and one end's on the other. And I'll kneel.
Okay.
Avendria, I have done what you have asked of me. Found this cleric. I don't know what else you want me to do.
He's a little weird, kind of eccentric.
You're not here.
You're on the floor, bitch. Go back to sleep.
Yep.
I know of the upcoming disaster, but I still don't know what I need to do in order to prepare for it. Please, I need your help.
Roll percentiles.
Oh, come on, get something good.
Damn it.
A coin falls out of your pouch and lands up on its side. Ding.
I was about to say which coin, but because it doesn't matter like that. Alright. Pick the coin up, put it back in my pouch.
Okay.
It wasn't one of my special ones, was it?
Nope, just a normal coin.
Okay.
And with that, everybody's done their morning prayers. They've done their morning thing. At that point in time, Bells and Roland come walk around the corner, and Roland looks like a freaking dwarven wood treant master of druidcraft.
Right when Roland walks into the room. You guys had a night.
Drazaha,
You
like
wouldn't
Drax,
believe.
just like now that all the animals in my house are awake.
Right?
Oh, Roland, I did not realize you swung that way.
You know, he Roland just looks dead.
What is that
right?
supposed to mean?
Like he's got to look awful, and then Bell's just like 100% fine. Like it's just I'm well rested, chill, no problem. Still drinking at the start of the day. What's up,
Yep.
guys? And then he's like dead, but then looks beautiful. Yeah, guys, he's got an audience today with the Elder. I'm not sure why, but it looks
yeah,
like we set it up.
Yeah, I apparently agreed to an audience with the Elder and to wear this.
It's
To
strictly
which
My
point,
lap
like,
probably hurt
I-
your head.
So
Yeah. To which
So,
point, like,
like-
I take a dagger out, flip it around to like the butt end, and I'm like starting to like poke it at his beard. And what's with the flowers?
I'm gonna whip like
I
a vine.
woke up like this.
I'm gonna whip a vine right out of my hand, like grasping vine, and just fucking grab that edge of that dagger before he touches the flowers on the beard. I'm not sure why. Drunk Bell says, "Don't touch that. Do not mess with the attire."
You
And
gotta-
it's like
Can I get a? I want to roll an insight check to see, like, knowing Bells is, knowing how Bells behaves. I want to just like roll an insight check to see if he's shitting with me.
no, dude, it's full scorn. Like Bell's like for a second is just livid. Do not touch it. No insight check needed.
Go ahead and make an insight check. I mean, he wants to make an insight check. Nine. Dude, as far as you could tell, dude, he's dead serious. Like, it's a bad idea if you pluck that flower.
And I just kind of put the dagger back, flip it around, put it in the pocket, and say, "Whatever you say."
Alright.
If this is your traditional druid customs, and he needs to meet with the elder, I won't do anything to
must say,
rustle his
I do
attire.
I do feel rather pretty.
You're a glorious specimen.
And I go to like scratching my like raven's head. I'm like petting his head.
Okay, you petting his head.
Just woke up.
You guys are standing there, and caravans are. Well, they were turned around in the middle of the night.
Quick question: How did you guys sleep? Because I slept on the floor.
Fairly well, actually.
It's a nice floor. I do my best work in there. Don't you
I
just
feel all right.
Floor does
accomplish
not
now that
mean
you
it
woke
is
up?
not a floor.
Weird. You must have done it wrong. Like, I wake up feeling accomplished every time I drink myself to oblivion. and
I
then
feel like dying.
wake up on that floor. Oh, that's just you get over that quick. Here, try this.
I'm good, thanks.
Do it yourself.
I'm supposed to have a conversation with Elder or something. Remember?
That's
Apparently.
I spend most of my. I'm not really sure what state I'm in when I talk to him. It just
So,
happened.
Okay,
the shambling
you
mountain
are
will come,
going
and,
to speak with the
Spike
elder
will
yet.
escort ya.
You don't know what you're going to talk about?
I have a faint idea. But
What is this idea? And also, is this only an audience for you, Roland, or are we all going to be there?
No, in that attire, it's strictly
I
one-on-one.
think it's just me. Last night's kind of a blur, but I would think
Then
we'd
we'll
have to
get
do
the rest of the
like
caravan
past.
ready to go while you speak with the elder.
Okie dokie. That shouldn't take too long. Hopefully. Who knows?
So is you guys still standing there? I mean,
Well, I am going to hell, if I don't, do I just go in there? Do I just show up? How does
No,
this
no,
work?
Spike comes and gets you. You'll do it. It's fine.
all right.
How long does it usually take?
With that,
For Spike to
you
get here? Okay. Wait.
as you see a shambling mound walking up, and then rolling, and then taking a few more steps, and then rolling, and taking a few more steps, and then rolling. As the
I'm gonna
shambling
send
mound
Spike.
comes up to Bells.
I give him that crisp high five again.
He puts a hand out for it, and then points its arm out towards the elders area.
Sir Roland, it is time.
Great. Well,
We'll be back, guys, and I'm gonna escort your ass that way.
if I'm not back in 5 hours, go on without me.
5 hours.
You'll know way before 5 hours if he says the wrong thing.
Don't
And then
forget,
you just walk out.
there's a battalion of troops heading your way to meet you somewhere on the northeastern side of the
yeah,
river.
I had that in mind.
All right.
Bells,
So,
as you take Roland before this large, again, wooden dragon with the moss beard, leaves, you notice that the shades of color change from brown to red, to auburn, to orange, to green, to a darker green. Almost like the changes of season from one end of the dragon to the other. As you go in and approach, where a dragon would be laying on gold, it just lays on natural vegetation.
well, before I enter the room, I will stop and I will, kind of bow and then motion Roland forward. And the shambling mountain, I will stay behind and let him get his piece in. Good luck. And then we're gonna walk away and leave you. So it's 100% you and
Great.
whatever this mythical dragon is. So good luck, bud.
Great.
Roland,
Well, there's-
as you stand on the edge of the cavern that contains this ancient sylvan dragon, dressed in this
First off,
armor.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking at the dragon. Like, I've got my head turned to the side and my eyes closed. But I'm going to, bow. And then ask if it's alright for me to speak to him.
Certainly. Come in.
And I proceed forward. And I ask very sheepishly, is there any way you could go back to the person form? I don't do well with dragons. I don't like them.
Yes, I can do that. As you hear the creaking of the wood, and then it goes away, and the smaller, less booming voice, is this better?
Oh, thank you. Oh, dragons, man. Not fun.
Your armor is interesting, not the shiny metals you wore last night.
I woke up in it.
I see Drunk Bells have put you in the ceremonial armor. As you...
That's what it's getting at, anyways. Last night was a doozy.
Ah. With bells, it is always an adventure.
I can attest to that.
How is it I can help you?
So, I was talking with Bells last night. I don't remember a whole lot, but I kind of remember him saying that you might know me.
Well, you are a dwarf. Don't smell too familiar, though. What is your name?
Oh, well, I currently go by Roland. Roland Everhart. But from information I've recently learned, that's not always been my name. Before I woke up, I was known as Zolan, General Zolan.
Brazenhammer. As he looks closely at you and gets super zooms in on your face, like his nose touches your nose and he's just like looking you right in the eyes. And he puts his hand up on the side of your face, and as he says something, you feel almost as if his fingers went inside your head and scoped down, as you feel a tingling through your whole body. And he goes, "It has been a while, Brazenhammer. What has happened to you? Age has not taken you like it has me."
I don't really remember. If what I've read is true from the accounts, I was apparently locked away in some sort of crystal. for a while. Long while.
I bet. That's interesting. And you awoken recently and do not remember who you are.
No. I woke up at the side of a mountain, walked until I found somebody, and then he named me.
You said it was
Like
a crystal.
baby. Of some sort.
The only crystals I know of are that of the demon generals when they invaded this world.
Well, it was during a big fight with Necron, so...
Back in the War of Bone. That is much earlier than when the demon generals came. Interesting. And you see him like searching for, trying to remember information, like he's trying to remember because it was so long ago.
It would be a lot easier if I could remember anything. But, I don't know. I can't remember anything.
He says, "Allow me to see if I may shine some light on this subject." As he puts his hand up on your head, and you feel a glow with a bright flash before you, as if seeing every flash instant of your entire life, from birth to being captured in stone to being awoken, knowing who you are, through the dungeon, the death that put you in Magmortigan's maze, the resurrection, every conversation with Paylor up until this moment, almost as if it was a slideshow that passed within a blink of an eye. With a sudden realization of all the memories of who you were, who you are, and where do you go forward, hits you as a tear comes down your cheek. And that's where we're going to end the game tonight.
Shit.
Thank you, everybody who stopped by. If you watch us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Saturdays, 2 p.m. And we'll catch you later.